There's a monster under my bed and at my window there's a dragon. I accepted the challenge, it turned me into a savage. I broke a promise to myself again. I don't know why I am so vulnerable. They try to help but I won't let them in. I guess rock bottom's where I'm comfortable. Both my feet planted when most people would've panicked. I embraced the storm, I found beauty in what was damaged. I'm not afraid of the boogeyman. Instead I look at him like he's a friend. There's not a monster out there in the world. You're scarier than the one that's within. There's a creature in my closet. I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
Not to say it's no, but I'm hated so. My religious freaks say I'm the biggest beast and that I made it grow. When I spray this flow, I created mo. Creatures are like when I heat up the mic, I'm a breed of the night, but I'm tainted though. By the darkness I'm blinded, I sparked it and shined it. They find it cause mine is woe. But that they label me a demon seed. Wanna disable me to see them bleed, hinder me fatally and see them grieve, no. You would not believe the creature inside me. If you deceive, Khalifa's lively. We disagree when people defy me or try to take his. Whatever the fuckery toward them, you don't wanna wake this. You forsake his with a sacred, then it's over no matter what your faith is. I'm a creature.
There's a creature in my closet. I can hear him rumbling around.
Hello, everybody.
Demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
Yeah, I managed to get myself in trouble, all of this pain. Yeah, I'm damn in the dope, but dose of liquor's always to blame. If I could keep myself sober, I keep my hands to myself. I take a shot and it's over, that's how I end up in hell. I hope I don't pass it down to my offspring. They get everything from their daddy, feel like I'm addicted to all things. And there's no reason to change, gone too far now. And I'm stuck in my ways, back at the bar now. They say I'm a flirt and they right, I ain't perfect, alright. So when I'm thirsty and perking and purposely searching for something that's hurting me so I just can't pack up and go, I just back out of it slow. That's how it go, I like to back out the hole. What next like I don't know. Okay. I think he be laughing at me, hands be grabbing at me. Feel like God let it happen to me, dab it blasphemy. And these be a tab it naturally. Okay, yeah. I think I better let it go. Either that or I gotta let it know. And I can't do that.
There's a creature in my closet. I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
Dang. Check, check, check. Oh, man. It doesn't look like y'all hear me. There's something wrong here today. All right, can you hear this one? Nope, that's the wrong one. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, I'm connected. You can hear me, right? Oh, Lord. Come up, bitch! You know, I'm so backed up with different random things. Good, thank you, Dodie. I've been backed up with random things that I just tuck away. I'm like, yeah, I'll do a live on that, I'll do a live on that. And then I'm like, this is kind of old now. I meant to do this a long time ago. And I'm like, then I got bored. And now I'm kind of like, I know, is there like everybody live at the same time? I think everybody's live at the same time. Now there's a part of me that's like, should I just like go plant flowers? Or do you guys want me to play this? Now I'm like, I totally ADD'd and I don't know if I want to do this. Do I want to do it? Should I do it? I haven't seen like if there's been any videos today from her. I'm not really sure. Anybody else? Have you guys seen any content? I don't know if there's been anything going on really, you know. Oh, nice. A hummingbird right above my head. Nice, because I just changed the fluid too. Sorry, I'm distracted by nature's beauty. It's so pretty. I don't know why I'm whispering. Nothing? Okay. Yeah, what if I was catching up on some of my work, you know, that I had to do, but it's like, I don't know. You should be a gypsy ninja. There's so many things I could do, really. It's all about the costumes and they add up, you know, like I gotta start. I mean, some of them I make myself. Actually, today I put some things in my Amazon cart. I didn't buy them though. I was like, I think I was missing a few things. I ordered some cat eye glasses. They're like fake ones and they were really cheap. And I thought I was gonna get them in time for yesterday, but the Amazon guy put them in my plant, so I didn't know they were here. That was a weird place to deliver shit. But anyway, I didn't know they were here, so I didn't have them in time for that little parody thing. But today I put in a magic wand and a tiara, and I'm like, do I want this? I think I want it for my collection. Oh, I got green screen. If you look at the video I just made, you can see like green behind me a little bit around my head. So what I did was make a bunch of short clips and I dragged them right in Canva and just deleted the background one at a time, you know, and they kind of clipped together. But that was just like a quick one, you know. I have a giant green screen, but I haven't really set it up yet. But this one I just hung over something and, you know, stood in front of it because those were like really quick clips. I didn't plan anything, you know what I mean? It was just whatever came to mind. It didn't really take long. It took way longer to make the video itself because you have to wait for each background removal for each clip. But, you know, it all worked out. Let's see what else here. She might be. Oh, actually, I think she sent me a text earlier. I forgot about that. It was a picture of a dog, a little tiny dog that looked mad. Gypsy, if you're listening, it made me laugh, and I don't know why. Somebody would send me a picture of a dog that looks mad, but it did make me laugh. I don't know if it was supposed to. What up, Shannon? I guess I was just saying I'm all backed up on the content that I've been throwing in a folder, and I'm like, I don't know if I should do it now. It's kind of late. Do y'all want to hear it? I wanted to kind of go over the split up before because I didn't get to do that yet, and it's kind of old now. And I think like everybody's live at the same time, but if y'all small little group here want to do it, I'll fucking play it. Let me pull it up and see what we got here. First, I wanted to play a small portion of Ernie's before he did the picture, and then some responses from Xfactor. So let me get that real quick. I have it all up here. And then, you know, at the end, we just might have to see my dance video again. I just don't know. Got a couple other weird random clips, depending on how long or short this is. Oh, nope, wrong one. My bad. Hold on a second. I grabbed the wrong one. Is Ernie live too? I think everybody's live. I grabbed the wrong link. That's for later, maybe. And, you know, you never know. Somebody can come up if they want to comment with me. Just 1 second. I have to grab something. I got a little notebook. You know what it is, Dragon Spirit? I feel sort of somewhat indecisive. You know what I mean? I just can't decide. I think I'll do it. What up, SDA? And wait a minute. Chicken Lady, if you're listening, congratulations. Hello, eyeballs. Yeah, sure, man. I'm just gonna be going over. I'll drop it. I'll do it a couple times if needed. I don't know if anyone like covered it yet. It was I felt like it was kind of messed up. So what we'll do first is listen to a small portion of Ernie and his decisions behind doing it, and then I felt like I would probably have something to say. Oh, and don't forget to notice my brand new picture up on the screen. You like it? Yeah, thanks. Okay, let me go over here. Actually, I got to make it larger. 1 second. I like to have it larger so you can see. Let me pick a different layout. That covers. Yeah, that's good. That's better. I don't know if I want to leave the words. Okay. Hello, Shane. We want to.
Hello.
Hello, Unleashed Rainbow.
You're all gonna hear birds, so get over it.
Birds? Oh, there's birds going crazy right now in my
Yeah,
back.
I'm outside, so they every time I come out, they start up.
Oh, I know. One's like literally swearing in bird right now. I can tell by
Yeah,
the pattern.
that's Kyle. That's Kyle. That's Kyle.
Yep, I hear yours now, but I always hear them on mine. My replays, I'm always like, oh man. I'm sorry, guys.
If Kyle gets closer, I'm gonna have to come inside because that little asshole is just. I don't. There's something wrong with him.
Hi, Lori. Okay, so let's see. This is the day. When did this happen? Oh, it's been 9 days since this happened. Damn, I'm wicked behind. Oh well.
Is that the explanation for the mother thing?
Yeah, I'm putting it on at like around 19-20 minutes, and it's 25 minutes. His clip about his decision behind it and why he did it. I'm playing that, and then I'm gonna go over to X Factors. There's a few different timestamps I wrote down. I didn't spend like wicked long on it, but just random spots of how I wanted to see how he answers back to Ernie and all that, and like give my own opinions, your opinion, how you think if it was messed up or whatever, stuff like that.
Oh, I think my opinion's out there. STA's got the clip.
Oh. I might have missed that one.
Yeah, she got the clip.
STA's on it. STA's usually on it.
Yeah.
All right, let's start this. Ernesto. I think he's live right now, isn't he?
He's always live. Him and Katie are going to be live for the rest of their life.
Do you think?
Just leave the fucking thing running. That's why.
I seen a video this morning that he was going to try to. Well, all right. First of all, let me back up because you might know about this. Ernie talked about this morning how he was going to pretty much go after people, or they had a certain amount of days before he, starts finding out with investigators and sending court papers or whatever. You put a big list up in it, and you might have been one of the people.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Actually, yeah, I just realized that. But
and I'll tell you why I'm on it. It's because I asked him specifically, right, about leaving his medication all over the East Coast and not taking it, and then going to women's homes and having sex with them and not telling them that he had it.
Right.
So if I'm on the list for somebody picking on him,
we're always on the list.
That's fine. I'll be on the fucking list. Not a problem.
I'm always on the list too, but I'm kind of like chilled lately because I don't want to be on a list for a little bit.
Whatever. He's a fucking idiot. Who cares?
It was a bigger list than I thought it would be. Anyways, I feel like it could have been narrowed down on that list, but maybe he's just upset. I understand. He's trying to get his check back. I get it. Okay, so we know how he gets mad when he's about to lose something or a channel. He's been trying to build, and he's not too happy about what Ghost did. I would think he would just try to mess with him or something. But anyways, I didn't really quite understand why there was so many names on it. So I thought,
I'll tell you what. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because Ernie, and this is political, kinda. Ernie is just like Donald Trump. If he's not a goddamn victim of every effing body on earth, then there's really no excuse for the way he acts. If you will remember, every time Trump ran for president, Jesus, please help us, God, he was the victim of everybody. And now Ernie Shell, because when you're fucking insane, you get to be the victim of everything, and that's why people owe you everything else. I really don't know, but Ernie's a victim. They made fun of me because I've got the HIV. No. No, that's not it. Sorry, buddy, that's not it. You're a fucking idiot. That's why the hell people make fun of you. So, but he needs to be a victim because those old ladies over there that give him money need for him to be a victim. They need to act like they're helping out the victim. That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's the formula, somewhat.
Yeah.
Part of the formula, as, you know, we joke about. Gypsy used to talk
Victim
about the
101.
formula. What?
Victim 101. Stupid people love a victim.
And I would like to back up for a minute about when he did those lives. There was like 2 of them, maybe one was a clip, but what I didn't understand is I have to back up to when him and Angelo made their peace or whatever. He said he's had a few phone calls with him since. He's not part of it. He's, you know, out of this for now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought they had like sort of a mutual respected agreement on that, you know. But then he was brought up again, and I thought to myself, you know, about removing the strike from the jacket or whatever. And I'm like, wait a minute. I
Mhm.
thought you made an agreement on the panel with the detective that you wouldn't talk about him anymore. Wasn't that part of the agreement?
That was. Actually, yeah.
Because he was
Yeah.
just been cool with them a little bit, you know, having good conversations on the phone. And if you're a victim of Angelo, or you were, why are you bringing him up again, starting with him when he's been gone and you already
Because he
cleared it all
wants
up?
Angelo to start on him again.
Well, I want to point that out, that I did notice that, and I think if you're listening or you get wind of this or you watch my replay, just remember you made an agreement.
You know, Mr. Nobody, go over to your friend Ernie's and get the formula. You're up his ass more than anybody else is. Go ask him for the formula.
I think he's joking. He's been fired.
I didn't know Mr. Nobody's up his ass. Go and ask him.
No,
you
he's
help
on the
him with
list.
every fucking
No,
thing
Shannon, he's on the list too.
Really?
Yeah, he turned on
we'll
him.
We'll see.
And you
Something
know,
going on with those dudes.
That's another thing. He actually helps a lot of different channels, and he thought he could help Ernie chill out the channel and turn things around and stop doing this. You know how you notice Mr. Nobody has been calling out things like don't say this, don't say that. He legit was trying to help him, and then Ernie accused him of trying to do this, and that, and fired him.
Mr. Nobody, are you new around here? Mr. Nobody, did you just stumble onto this community in the last month? I have to ask you that.
Well, thank
because
you, Chica, for becoming a member.
Ernie, you're not helping nobody. You can't help Ernie.
Well, I think, yeah, but the thing is, what I want to say is if Ernie ever listens to this or whatever, he genuinely thought he could help him, and he did tell me that. And whether you believe it or not, he wasn't up to anything, or he wasn't trying to strike your channel. He legit was helping you, and you trusted him, and then you turned on him. So just remember that.
Yeah, don't worry. They'll be back together. They're like Elon and fucking Trump. They'll be back together.
Make some funny videos too. Hello. Let's see who just came in here. Nana, Lenny J, Starry Night. Okay. So here we go. I just had to throw out that thing because that threw me off too. But there's hey, it happens every day, right? Well, let's listen to this 5 minutes. You tell me if you want to comment on something, or I'll just pick it up from your voice.
Okay.
I'll know when to stop.
Yeah.
I remember how big it was to say, who is Kevin? Who is Kevin, people? Do you actually know who Kevin is?
Hi, Daniel. Can you guys hear okay? Hey, Rand. Can you hear that okay before I continue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear good.
Hey, stop and think. Oh, sorry. I didn't press play.
Clout chaser? You see, I got close to Kevin. And with that, being close to Kevin, being close to Kevin as I got, he showed me his car. I got to see his car. Do you know what the car has on it? Who knows what a car has on it? What does a car have on it?
A lot of things, really.
Kevin tells you what he wants you to know, nothing more. Lickety split, license plates, tag plates. You see, there's things out there that, well, people don't want to know.
Like? Such as?
Sometimes you have to do what's right to the people. Each one of us has been doxxed.
Sometimes
What?
you have to do... Oh, somebody's at the door. Let me check. We have an AC. We have to do what's right for the people. Just remember that, because I don't understand where that came in. You been
It's
listening?
word salad. He's
We
stringing
know that.
together words that don't make any sense together.
He's good at that.
Yeah, very good at that.
Here to listen, comment, and laugh?
Of course.
All
Need
right.
a little air condition to soothe everyone's needs.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go. There's only a couple minutes on this till I switch to the other one.
What you know of Kevin, this right here, his real name is David.
Oh, and I just want to say before he threw this picture up, remember he said sometimes you have to do what's right for the people. So I'd like to know, how is this right for the people? Just one question that I have.
His real name is David. That's David and his mother before she passed away. This is David. This is David with his army green on. But this is David. What you know is Carvin and Karen and Kevin. His real name is David. David, people. David.
Say it again, Ernie. One more time.
Now you know.
Did he say Carvin?
He did
Yeah,
say that. Yeah.
He did all the names. Yep. I think that was all of them.
Yeah.
I don't remember Carvin.
I do, but I don't.
He mixed them together.
Oh, okay.
I think somebody did use it,
Kevin
but I
and
don't-
Carl and
I don't
Karen
remember
together.
where that came from, but I
It
did
came
hear
from
it.
him. It came from him. That's why he thinks it's funny.
This is David.
Oh, actually, 1 second. Something just popped into my mind. You know how there's like a whole strike war going on right now? Like people have been striking Ernie striking them or whatever. Well,
Yeah.
theoretically, like, you know, you're about to take people to court allegedly and doing all this stuff with police allegedly for people
Right.
doing this to you. And when you're throwing out the picture like this, you have to think,
Mhm.
Ernie, that you're doing the same kind of thing. And Kevin could strike you because you're doing his family's picture. So you have to take that into consideration with some of your behaviors now, sir. Just want to say that.
Now you know. Nicolina, this photo's all yours. You guys do what you want to do with it. You all take and use it however way you want to use it. The fact of the matter is, bounty hunters lie.
Fucking hell.
Much respect. God bless you all. Thank you all for fighting the good fight. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and I should have had that covered. I
appreciate
didn't even
you
think of
guys.
that.
But sometimes there's hell to pay.
They think they're untouchable. High on the throne, but every king falls with the truth.
We're gonna not listen to that one. We're gonna get a different one now.
So let's just do this. So Ernie has now exposed Karen, David, Kathy, Frank, whatever his name is.
Mhm.
And then he says, Nicolino, this is your do what you want to do with it. So we got two pieces of shit.
I think
Right.
he's trying to impress or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know what you know what?
Well, he's
anybody
looking for
could
somebody to
ask
do the
him.
dirty work for him.
If we see him, we
Well,
can ask.
but
You never know.
Nicolino will do it. She'll do it.
You never know. He might come by.
Who?
Ernie. I don't know. How
Oh,
long
fuck.
I don't know how long
it.
he's been live. You never know. It went well last
Oh,
time you guys
man.
were on the panel together, don't you think?
It went real well. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He is just such a hero to me.
Let me see what I wrote down here.
selfless. He's selfless. What a man.
The first little part I was going to put on is where Ernie basically tells Xfactor that he has proof that he has a that he went to basic training. Basically, this is how it starts with their conversation. This is where things went wrong for them, and I think this is the reason why he did it. And Xfactor has a pretty good guess, I think. See, Ernie told Xfactor allegedly that he was going to be getting the documents and proven to him. He just had to send away for them or do something like that, and that he would prove that he was, that he went to basic or whatever. When it came time was up that he should have had them ready to show him. That's when this happened, like a way of getting out of it, kind of a thing.
Before you hit play on this, quick question. Is there a way you can go into your settings and allow it so I can push it to my my channel as well? That I can get some people hanging out over here in this chat from my side of YouTube. What
do you mean, like double stream?
Yeah, you know you can do that, right?
Yeah, you got to. There's a button.
Yeah. Let me see. I think when I freaking got this.
Okay,
laptop,
so
I think I shut it off because I didn't know how to do it.
If you're on your computer, go down to settings. There should be one that says guest. When you click on guest, there should be a blue, like a little box you check, and it'll say restream to other channels.
Yeah, but I have to go into my settings in the StreamYard, you mean? I think that's where
in the StreamYard, yes.
Yeah, I specifically shut that off random when I just set this laptop up thinking, well, I'm never going to do that. I'm going to have to actually exit, though.
Actually, it's a pretty good tool to use, especially when you have people that, are maybe not on the same side. Or you know what I'm saying? It opens up, like, your Sarah, it'll give you, it'll give you clout over there and vice versa.
I like to do the networking thing and having people hang out from both sides of like the YouTube. I have to do it on my
laptop instead. I don't think it's on the phone. I'm just checking team settings.
Now, while we're waiting for this, I want once we hear from Kevin, if that's who we're going to hear from, SDA has the clip. It's a 10-minute clip because when I went in there to Kevin's, when he was trying to explain whatever, I don't even know what he was doing. And I said, and the one thing I said in that chat was, you don't have to like Kevin to take up for Kevin, meaning with the photograph. And then Kevin got on his nuts, singled me out because I said I was going to support him when he first came back as Kevin. And then what he ultimately did, which is the same thing he did when he was Karen, it'll be the same thing he does as David. It'll be the same thing he does as Roy, or whoever the hell else he is. And that is, he forgets history. He forgets history. He says that he did not back Ernie up on being a soldier. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. He absolutely did several times. But then this is the story changing. So what you're going to hear from Kevin is bullshit. Okay. And then whatever, it doesn't matter. These idiots, I can't with these idiots. And you're right. I think they're all in it together. All of them. Like Kevin's in there with Ernie, David, Roy, Siegfried. I don't know what his name is. But they're all in it. They're all in it for whatever. I don't know what the ultimate goal is, but is it to look stupid? Because they nailed that one. Nailed that one.
Well, you know how Ernie could be charismatic and personality.
No, I don't know how that. No, okay. I've never.
Excuse me, let me rephrase that. He can be to others.
Yeah, if you're dumb. Yeah,
he's just good at what he does.
I'm just
going to leave it like this for now because I don't feel like dealing with all this right now. I'm just going to leave it the way it is.
He's good at what he does because it's stupid people. You don't have to try that hard. Sorry, not sorry, people who love Ernie.
You can find it?
I'm not going to do it right now. Okay. I'd rather just leave it. I don't want to deal with it.
It's AC. AC is up here as well.
Okay, so where was I saying here? Oh yeah, so this is how the whole story starts, and some of the things that Xfactor says kind of contradict what he said. So it's just interesting. Well, here we go with this. Let me go back over here. I think I could. I don't know if you guys want the chat on. Let me see. It'll load in a minute. If you want the screen bigger, I can, but it's really just the avatar anyway. So
he claims that he has. Now this right here. This right here is new information that none of you all have. This is breaking news, guys. Ernie told me on the phone, I swear to God, that he does have a DD214, and it does show under the completion of schools that he completed BCT. That's what he told me on the phone. And I told him, okay, Ernie, that's absolutely fucking fantastic. If you did that, that will actually add a lot of legitimacy to what you are saying, and it will help your cause. You're still not a veteran, but it'll help your cause if you completed basic. So he said, okay, I will show you a DD214 showing that I completed BCT, Kevin. That's what he said to me.
I see you, Jess. You shouldn't be blocked. Make sure you're all in live chat. I made that mistake yesterday. Actually, if you have any trouble too, let me know in the chat. I was in Kel's yesterday, and it was weird. Like it was shortly after the StreamYard came back on, and they were having issues. You know how they were down for a lot of the day yesterday. I couldn't see, like somebody said Shannon was in the chat. When you came in the chat, I couldn't see you. And then I just started seeing my own comments, and then everybody else's. I couldn't see anything after mine. It was freaking weird.
Yeah. It was weird yesterday.
It was weird. But anyway, it looks like it's acting normal right now. Just make sure you're on live chat. And okay, here we go. Try to read questions too.
So I said, that's fine. I'm waiting on that. So 1 day passes, 2 days. He says, oh, well, I'm just going to get it. I'm going to request it. He says he's going to request it. He says, oh, I'm real good friends with all these people now at DD214 Direct, and I'll just be able to get it real quick. So I said, okay, that's great. Go ahead and get it. So I'm waiting on him to send me this DD214 showing that he completed BCT, because that's what he would have. He would have that in addition to the NGB. Because see, even after he completes BCT, he'll then go back to his National Guard duty station. And even if he leaves the National Guard at that point, then the National Guard will generate an NGB 22 discharging him from their branch of military, from their service. So he would then have a DD214 showing BCT, which is basic combat training. For those of you who don't know, BCT is basic combat training, basic training. And he would have his NGB 22. So I'm still waiting. Here's a spoiler. I'm still waiting for Ernie to produce his DD214 showing that he completed basic training.
So I'm gonna pause it here because this was how this happened. You know what I mean? Like, he's very good with, oh, I'll get it later. Some of us have a longer experience with Ernie, you know what I mean? Xfactor hasn't been here as long. Now, I know Xfactor has seen some things, but still gave Ernie the benefit of the doubt. He said he knew people.
Over and over and over.
We see it a lot. We see it a lot, like Groundhog Day. Yes, that's what it feels like sometimes. So
I'll tell you this: David's dick will grow back before he sees that damn piece of paper.
Oh my God!
It's true. It's gonna spring right back out before he sees it because it does not exist. But Kevin did take up for him. While he was supposedly waiting for this, he can say that he didn't. But the thing about YouTube is if you make a video, if you don't take it down, it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
I invite him to go back and look at his own shit.
Well, he gets into it deeper why he gave him a chance and stuff. Isn't kind of in here too.
Oh, yeah.
I think, you know, he's just good at what he does. He knows how to talk the talk. He's skilled at it. We know that. But it's like we see it different too, maybe just over because we're so experienced with it. We once you see it, you can't unsee it. But some people get it over and over again, get hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it, no, but I mean, I'm sure.
I know we don't, but I think it's because we've seen it so many times. You know what I mean? Like we see things.
Mama King, it's coming tomorrow. Just like his new job's coming tomorrow. Just like his house is coming tomorrow. Just like the $1 million, Mercedes Benz is going to be tomorrow. Everything's tomorrow.
Tiger pendants too. Don't forget those.
Oh yeah, pendants, shirts, everything. Tomorrow, next week.
I'm still waiting on that. So I would call him. I waited 2 days. It was silence. So I called him and I said, "Hey, Ernie, didn't you say you were going to send me a DD-214 showing that you completed basic training?" It was like, "Oh, well, I got it. I've been busy, blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Listen, dude, I don't think that you have a DD-214 showing that you completed basic training." Master Sergeant, which is a YouTube channel that sometimes he does content on stolen.
Let me just pause that for a minute. Hey, stop and think. You know what? The first time I seen that, I mentioned that and I said, "Is this looks kind of weirdish? Like, could this be AI?" But then I had to take it when the person whose actual mom it is comes on and says it is. What am I gonna? I can't. You know what I mean? It's at that point, it's just up to speculation because he's now claimed it and said it was. So there's nothing I can do but think. You know what I mean? But I see what you're saying too, and I already did like wonder that, and I did mention that because I thought Ernie just had a fake picture at first.
But that's assuming that him and Kevin aren't in on this. That's assuming that they're not in on this together for whatever
could be possible.
Big plan they have.
Anything could be possible. You know? Anything could be possible.
And Valor and Angelo have both done requests for his active duty component service, his active duty service days. And they haven't been able to find anything in 1999 or 2000, which is when he joined, showing active duty service days. Now, I told him that. I said, "Listen, why is it that you can't produce a DD-214 and at the same time you also cannot show active duty service days? None of them can show active duty service days." Yeah, Master Sergeant retired. That's who that is. Yeah, I actually like him. He's a good guy. That's who that is. So he kept getting mad. He was like, "Why are you so concerned about this? Why is this so important to you?" I said, "Because you told me that you completed basic training and that you got into a car wreck after you returned from basic. And if you're lying to me, then we have a problem." And that's where our phone call basically ended. He said, "Well, I got to go. I got to do this. I'll take care of the blah, 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 blah." So I said, "You know what? Fuck this. This is ridiculous. Here I am. I've spent years."
And he said, "If you're lying to me, blah, blah, blah." But then look what happened afterwards. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's blah, blah, blah
the
mean?
The pressure's on, and then that happened. So,
saying, "Hey, I don't know whether or not he completed basic." And then Ernie gives me this window and he's like, "Hey, I completed basic, but I don't have a DD-214. But here, just 2 weeks ago, he was like, "Oh, I can show you a DD-214. So that's news to me, and that's news to all of you if he can produce that. But he's not going to produce that. I've come to the conclusion that he is not going to produce that." Okay,
I mean, is it really news, though?
Hit you on your ass on your way out.
I'm just posting my thing, but Xfactor did say I could use this, but, just for the record.
That's where we're at.
AC, what did you say?
So
I was saying that, like, was it really a surprise there? Like, this is the type of shit, like I always feel like everyone is so surprised by like some of the shit that Ernie lies about. Like, he's been caught in so many fucking lies. Like, really, you're surprised?
Yeah, I get that. I'm with you on that. people out there they act stunned that he's, you know, that I've never seen anything like it in my life. Never.
You sure about that? I seen some of your posts yesterday.
Who, mine? Oh, well, I mean, you know, like
That's a different
somebody.
story.
Yeah, that's a whole different animal over there. But yeah, people act so shocked. But see, the reason why Kevin is so shocked is because Kevin had an invested interest in Ernie. Not, I mean, I think Kevin had a little crush on Ernie, and Ernie, you know that Kevin had some loose change. So you know that's a match made in hell right there.
I think it had to do with the change. Yes, his
Yeah.
Ernie's interest, absolutely money. However, X Factor did bring that up, and that is addressed in some of this here, where he does say flat out he did not feel a crush, even though some people said that. He said it was more brotherly, but that's his own, you know, what he's saying. It's in here somewhere.
Another day passes, we don't talk, and then he decides to go live randomly in the middle of the night. I guess it was like, I don't know, I can't remember, 9-10 p.m. You have no idea.
Not
It's
quite
just a
the middle of the
discharge
night,
form for the
though.
arm.
What's that?
I say 9-10 o'clock is not the middle of the night, but okay.
For me, Gonzo.
No, okay. Come on, Kevin.
That's all it is. So he goes live. He does a 20-minute stream, and then he brings up the photo of my mother and I. Now, that photo was taken.
Who's putting away pans? Trigger warning, trigger warning.
I didn't do it.
What?
Are you putting away pans, Shannon? Pots
Oh,
and
no,
pans?
my husband's actually cleaning off the grill. Hold on.
Okay. No problem. I just want
You're
to give trigger
disturbing
warning.
the stream, honey.
I want to
Can
give
you
trigger
stop
warning,
it?
trigger warning in
Here, let
case
me mute.
it triggers any of my sensitive viewers.
Sorry. No.
It's all good.
Taken right after I got back from AIT. I was on leave. And I was really young in that photo. And if you look at my arms, that was the best shape that I've ever been in. My arms are actually kind of big. I mean, for my small stature, and you know, my arms were pretty big then. And I was very happy at that time. You know, that moment in my life was something that was special because I showed to everyone in my family that I can rise above the trailer park. I can rise above getting involved in drugs and alcohol and all this stuff. I can rise above that. And I can represent something larger than myself in service to the country. And she was so proud of me. And that particular photo is something that I cherish.
Is there supposed to be
really
music
do.
playing in the background of this right now? I mean, do we need violins? Look at my arms. I'm in the best shape ever. Where do we hear that all the time? Ernie Shell. Oh, look at my arm. I was in the best shape of my life. Look at my arms. Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Good.
I
Sorry.
guess we know how you feel.
I mean, you know, whatever. It's whatever.
Arms
I know everybody has their
Should
own.
be playing, AC. That's exactly what should be playing. We should have interpretive dancers dancing around Kevin as he tells the story.
Are you asking me to do an interpretive dance video next?
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
I'll put that on my list.
Don't threaten me with an interpretive dance.
I'll
I
put that on my
threaten them
list.
all the time. I threaten people with them all the time. Don't make me. Do it.
Mr. Nobody, thank you. I told you I have a tiara and a magic wand in my Amazon cart right now. Okay.
Girl, I got one in the kitchen. Stop.
I bet you do. I got to build my collection now. I still want a
You
Bigfoot
do,
costume.
I know.
I really need a Bigfoot costume. Okay.
You don't want to grow them.
Well, you know it could be useful around this part of YouTube.
You know that's right.
When I think back, you know, that was when she was just starting to really get sick.
I got you, Flossie.
And Crohn's disease was starting to become no longer manageable. You know, like once every around 18 months, she would have to have a surgery. They would have to go in and cut off part of her stomach, her lower intestine, to get rid of some of the areas that would be infected. And things just got worse from there. So after that photo was taken,
ooh, good idea.
Her health declined rapidly. Her teeth started falling out. And I just remember, you know, like just a few years after that, one day I came to visit her and she looked.
I got to pause it for a minute for a question in the chat, kind of a question. So stop and think about that. I thought about that too, but that is also addressed in here. And Kevin's going to explain how they think Ernie really got the name, the first name, and not the last name, and why.
Looked like a meth addict. I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm saying it because it was my observation. You know, her body was basically rotting. Almost all of her teeth had fallen out. She had severe Crohn's symptoms. She had onset symptoms as a result of the Crohn's. She had osteoporosis. The doctor said that her bones are almost twice as.
Lori, he's not okay, and he'll get to that too. Once I skip to the next parts after this little bit. No, he's not okay with it.
Old as she was, which is not good. She had TMJ and a bunch of other medical issues. And, you know, Ernie is sort of aware of some of that stuff. So for him to do what he did, it's really personal. It's really personal to me. It's not something that I was expecting.
Hey, Mags.
Hey, Meg.
Here I am asking for him to produce his documents like he said he would. And that's all that I was asking, was for him to back up what he was saying. That's it. And in response to that, his way of trying to deal with me, his way of trying to get me to go away, was to dox my first name and show a picture of me and my mother.
And once again, I'm going to say, why are we surprised? Why is Kevin surprised? Why? This has been an MO, a fucking, like, this is a normal thing that fucking Ernie has done. Not just Ernie, okay? And I'll point out another thing. Kevin, of all fucking people, was worried about the shit show people fucking doxing the fuck out of him, right? Was worried about the Katie side of fucking YouTube doxing the shit out of him. The fucking Nicolina side. And of all the fucking people you trust Ernie Shell with some of your information, and he doxed the fuck out of you. The one person you probably shouldn't have trusted to begin with. But you trust that one because you couldn't trust anyone else. Really? Like, that makes sense?
This is my point of him saying he didn't have a crush on Ernie. Though you absolutely did, Kevin. Absolutely.
I agree.
They flirted all over the place, and Kevin was just so proud when he got to help Ernie figure out memberships and AdSense. But, you know, Ernie's crackpot team couldn't do it. You know, the ones that are busting the predators all over the world. But Kevin had to do it. And Kevin was so proud and excited that he got to do that for Ernie. This is bullshit. He had a crush on this little bastard. Sure than shit.
Yeah, so some people have that opinion. Now for me, I can see like how this happened to him because I tend to instantly feel a little different than some people sometimes, and I end up feeling bad and I'll get sucked in because I'll be like, oh, there are people that, like people in his chat, for instance, sometimes whether it's Ernie or other people, sometimes I tend to feel bad about certain things that other people don't. And I can see getting sucked in like, oh, maybe I can help him and then he'll have a friend. I don't know.
But Sarah,
I understand
yeah.
kind of, because I get too caring sometimes and then it's like a double-edged sword and then I get screwed, you know what I mean? So I feel kind of bad. I feel kind of bad still for it.
That would be something. That would be an issue. But Kevin has, since the moment he got into this community, gone on every panel and discussed how superior his wit was, how superior his life was. He is. Since the day he got here, talked about how much better he was than everybody else. So now
I didn't kind of take it that. I didn't take it that way. I think it was.
You didn't.
I felt more like he was so proud because of where he came from. You know what I mean? And I get that too because
and get
there's
that
people
from
on here.
Harlan, Kentucky.
Sorry, I have to mute for a
Kevin
minute.
is from Harlan, Kentucky. Where's Ernie from? Do y'all know?
I don't know.
Ernie
if Kevin
is from Harlan, Kentucky.
I can't remember if I haven't heard. I can't remember if Kevin said that or not. You know,
He did. He's from Harlan, Kentucky. That's weird. Yeah.
What's the age-old saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like once again, like. Hasn't Kevin already been burned once or twice by Ernie?
Well, Max, let me tell you,
He's not the only one. He has a magical spell. Look at all the people that just went back. There's a good spell that he puts on people. You know, we see it happen all the time.
My favorite saying: he let the same snake bite him twice. Kevin,
yeah.
Kevin let the same snake bite him twice, maybe 3 or 4 times. So I don't feel bad for Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin knows exactly what the hell Ernie has done. He sits there, he sat on panels before when Ernie was doxing people and didn't think anything of it, thought it was cute. And now it's him. And it's not cute anymore. I don't think so.
Right. Well, and there's lessons to be learned on here, and I feel like he might have learned one. I just want to say, Tracy, it's good to see you. And I want to make sure you saw my parody from yesterday because I was wondering, Tracy. I sent it to you, but I don't think you had seen my text yet.
Max, he's from the area. Trust and believe me. He's from the area. He is from the area. I promise you that.
Well, I mean, if he ends up being around or something, he might either comment on the video after if he's at work, and you never know if he'll pop. You know, if he pops in, whatever, I'll listen or let him comment since it's his own video that I'm commenting on. You know. Oh, you did see it. Good. I'm glad. Just wanted to make sure. There's going to be a part 2. Okay, where are we at this? 4108. I'm not sure if I want to skip to the 5 minutes later or not. I will just play it for now.
Is that how you deal with problems, Ernie? Is that how you deal with issues? Instead of actually addressing the issues, you throw out smoke screens and distractions.
I think he has a lot of way of dealing with it.
And you, instead of doing what you're supposed to do, you either run away or you create new problems so that you don't have to answer the old problems that were coming up for you.
That's true.
Is that what happened?
I disagree with that assessment.
Yep.
Was it all fun and games until it came time to go to the local recruiter and have him drive you to the hotel where you would get on a plane and go to basic? Was it too much for you, Ernie? Was it too much for you? Is that the reason why you don't have your DD214, bitch?
Sorry, I like how you said that. Tracy, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Thank you.
Reed Baker wants to know how old Kevin is. Mid 30s to early 40s. I don't really know. I can't tell you.
I think probably early 30s, but now I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't.
I think it's around there. Something like that.
Old enough to be smarter than mine.
Thanks again, Tracy.
Oh, yeah. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that.
That's enough of that.
I know you can't see this on the StreamYard side, so thought I'd say this. Those 5 donated memberships went to Starry Night, Wreathmaker, Nicolina, Texas Kim, and Starry Night. Hey, what?
Thank you.
Nope. Hold on. What's the 5th one? God damn it. Where'd it go? Okay, I missed the 5th one. But whatever. You get the idea.
Yeah, you're right. I can't see on this side. Thank you. Unless I usually keep another screen open in case I have to pop over there. Thanks. Okay, here we go. Hey, Platt. 4M Boots.
Is because when the going got tough, you walked away, bitch.
Sorry, I like how you said it. Bitch.
That's who you are.
Yeah, bitch.
That's the man you are.
Hey, Donna.
You're not a veteran. You never will be.
Oh.
And when it came time to go down range,
Hi, Jaded.
You went the other way. Because you don't have what it takes.
Yep.
To actually serve. You don't have what it takes to be the man that you portray yourself to be online, which is why you spend so much time on YouTube. Because if you can spend 12 hours a day pretending, then maybe you can convince yourself.
Kevin, it's Kevin now, but yes.
You pretend to be. I think I figured you out now. You know,
and just think back to when that moment was for you, if you can remember. Now, I can't specifically, well, actually, kind of remember how that hit you like a ton of bricks when you did figure it out. And then once you see it, you can't unsee it. So I kind of understand this moment right here, because I think some of us have been there where Kevin is expressing right now. At least that's how I feel. That moment. I mean, okay, let me see. What happened here in the chat? Or are we just talking about the video?
What happened now?
I didn't know. I was just reading. Oh, happy birthday to your baby, Jackie.
No, I tried very hard.
Amazon.
To help you. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be making any money on YouTube. You didn't have ads enabled.
Did you say stop right there?
No, I said, you tell it, Kevin. You got him up there. You got that money in his pocket, baby. And we know you were so proud of that girl, boy, thing, whatever.
Man.
Enabled. You didn't have mid-roll ads. You didn't have any kind of super chats or sponsorships or anything. You didn't have memberships. You had none of it. Absolutely none of it.
Hello, Tart and Tilly.
And I took the time to try to help you.
Yep.
And all I asked...
This is the thanks you get.
...was for you to tell me the truth about your basic training. And for you to put away the narrative that you are a military veteran and move forward with your life after probation. That's all that I asked for. And for my troubles, for spending probably close to about 12 hours on the phone,
Damn.
helping you, serving as your own personal tech support for YouTube, helping you with monetization, helping you contact people that work at Google, helping you with Google AdSense.
Yeah, a lot of this
What I get in
monetization
return.
and these new skills with the striking and all that were him teaching him, teaching Ernie.
But Ernie's got a team of experts. Have you never heard of Jameson?
It's
Who
not
can-
Brian and Allie. It's not Jameson. Brian and Allie work for me now. They started working for me before
Well,
Ernie went to jail.
but this is the crackpot team that Ernie claims to have. But Kevin had to show him how to do AdSense. I'm an idiot, and I figured it out. I didn't need 12 hours on the phone with somebody
Well, he's
to
gonna
figure it out.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of address that. He might say
He
something.
will, but they weren't. No, Kevin, y'all were 12. Fuck that shit. No. 12 hours is YouTube, Google. Doing Google talk. That's what it is.
Well,
Don't even try it, Kevin.
he's gonna kind of give his
12
feeling on
hours?
that too. Yeah, maybe he's over exaggerating, or but we'll find out.
Is a picture of my mother on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what you get for in return. Yes.
And my name blasted.
No, I gotta pause it for a minute. If there's any clip channels in here, a good clip idea would be to take the portion that I played first, which was just that part where he said it's time, or where Ernie said it's time, and he put the picture up, and then a couple clips of this, because where he just said, this is the thanks I get, after spending the 12 hours. Just saying, clip channels, it's a thing out there.
Yeah. Rethinker, I can't.
I don't know all the different state southern accents.
No, but
I'm up for it.
He's from the area, and I know he's from the area, and I can't tell you how I know he's from the area because that would drag in somebody else. He's from the area. Trust me. He's from the area.
Is she live right now? Oh my lord. All right.
That really is rich. And I have to say, you show your true colors. So I can see why you don't actually have any training, Ernie. I can see why
Hi, Sally.
you were a failure to report.
Hey, Sally.
The reason why you were a failure to report is because you are a failure in life.
Oh, shit.
No, Mr. Nobody, I don't really care.
In my
what you're
life.
honey.
You were ruining yours. And that's the difference between us. When I was putting in the time,
Oh,
Wait,
my
who's
goodness.
he going after? I'm sorry, I'm lost here. Well, who's he going after now?
Ernie.
Ernie.
Okay.
This is still about Ernie.
In a different kind of way.
Okay, I thought for a second he was talking about somebody in chat, and so that okay, go ahead.
No, he's
Yeah.
mad at Ernie, but he's doing it in a different type of way. Allegedly, he's going to say.
He's saying that Ernie put his picture and his name out there because Kevin kept asking for the whatever form. Is
When
that
it came
what
time,
Kevin is
yes,
trying to
when
say?
it came time to produce it, that's the thanks he got because the
Okay.
pressure was on. He couldn't
Right.
produce it, which actually is one of his, tech. I don't want to say techniques.
Oh,
but
yeah, one of the
when the heat's on,
100%.
when the heat's on, something's created like a drama or something. Typically, historically, I'll say.
Yeah.
Damn it, probably. Damn it.
you were LARPing.
Oh, wait. No, I gotta stop this now that I just saw Just Wimble's comment. Just Chris Chan. Okay, I've heard so many people talk about that name and I never knew, right? Or forgot to look it up. So I've been telling you a lot lately that I've been flipping through and watching a lot of cop cam videos when all the, shit's going on around here. I happened on this one day, and they're like, this is a big YouTuber, and a crowd was gathering outside, and the cops were like, why is there a crowd? And it was the actual Chris Chan getting arrested from a motel room. So I actually know who you're talking about now. It was just on randomly, so I don't know the lore behind that, but that might be interesting to look into. So thanks for reminding me. You know who Chris Chan is, any of you?
Yeah, I think I've forgotten a lot more than I know, but the name, and he's a creep or whatever.
I've only
Predator.
seen the arrest video. He got arrested in a hotel room. It's like, that's that guy everybody talks about. That's the only video I've ever seen.
Sorry, 90, absolutely. Kevin knew exactly who Ernie was. I don't understand. There's a lot of people
but you can say the same thing about many tigers, people that go back. You know what I mean? Like, there is a way, there is a skill. It's an art in what some people do to get, you know what I mean? He does it. Look at all the people that are back right now. Look at one that just went back after all the time.
They're dumb. Here's the thing. This is what happens. If you back a big YouTuber, say, look at The Stand and look at Ernie, and you leave them, right? You are piranha. Nobody wants anything to do with you. So what happens? You go right the hell back because you don't have a place out here. You know? And now,
for some, yeah.
Well, I mean, for a lot of them.
Some need that belonging, that group belonging. Yeah, some do.
Let's look at Queen Ashley. That was up. If Jimbo could have claimed anything, and she would have been right there. But where is she now? She's over at Ernie's. Two idiots who are fiends.
I get it.
She can't figure this out.
I don't have any problem with her, so I tend here to not try to
bring on. Problem with her. I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm saying look at what they do.
What I'm saying is I tend not to bring up people that I don't want to have an issue with here unless they're here or then they have the right to come up and, say something back, because then it creates a problem because it's my channel, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not
saying anything bad about her. I'm just saying some people need to tuck up under people. That's what they need to do. So,
some people do, yeah. Some people do.
Yeah, people will go back. Look at Lori. Tiger Lori. She came out. She didn't have the protection she had under Ernie, so she went back.
Or Mama T. That one.
Mama T figured it out, though.
That one, I will say, confused, I think, a lot of people. She has to realize that did confuse a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, Daddy Kim, we know that. I mean, you know what I'm saying. You got to know what I'm saying. People that were running around, taking up for Jimbo, and everybody knew Jimbo was lying.
No,
right?
No, I have to say that I feel like for a while I didn't see it, but then once you see it, you see it, and I understand how he worked. He worked in a different way than Ernie. They might be similar in some ways, but I have to say, and I usually don't talk about Jimbo either, but I am right now. He is a master in his craft at what he does. He's calculated, cunning, and he is smarter in his approach because he puts more thought into it and he plans meticulously, and he knows what he's about, and he's more sneaky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's an expert in his field, in his craft, I'll say.
But then you got to look at that. Look at him over and over and over with the catastrophes happening with his family.
Yeah.
And everybody else sat back and was like, are y'all joking right now?
Well, some of us could see it because, like I said, it's kind of like the other one. Once you see it, you see it. But when you're involved, it's not always easy to see. So I kind of understood. I felt more understanding towards them because I was the same too and thought this person's my good friend. It's easy for some of us to get roped in like that. And then once I was gone and he said some of the things which I've played on here, I realized I started seeing it and I'm like, oh my goodness. But people usually have to figure things out for themselves. A lot of people on here, you can go around saying, why are you there? You know what I mean? You can tell them, what are you doing there? They're just going to do this to you. People need to learn for themselves. So you are wasting your breath trying to do this or that or say anything. So it's just easier. Well, let them, I had a lot of friends that were still over there that I was friendly with and I didn't like, I could have said stuff too, but I didn't want to interfere in friendships. Like if they are comfortable there and they like him, I chose to shut my mouth. And now, some of them have came to me. Some have said, yeah, you were right. whatever. But it's like, and I've said, but did I ever say anything to you? Did I ever say, why are you at Jimbo's? Like, stuff like that. And I
Yeah.
didn't want to interfere with their personal relationship with him at the time because they liked him. You know what I mean?
The Mama said to say I was over at the stand. Would I go there and listen to him? Hell yeah, I would. Absolutely, I would. Did I give him any money? Did I back him up with any of the? Let's talk about the memorial, wheelchair. Don't start that.
One
Don't
really
start that.
confused me. Hey, Al Kenny, that one greatly confused me because I thought, why don't he donate that? I thought for sure he was going to donate that to Jimmy at the time. Jimmy from the Bayou.
There was no wheelchair. He didn't buy it. The people, he didn't buy the way he took the money. He didn't buy it. There's no wheelchair to give away.
No, there was a power scooter. No, there was one in his house. We saw it. We did see it. Them driving around in the kitchen. But I thought I thought he would have donated it once she passed away. I thought for sure he's going to probably donate it to Jimmy, who needed one at the time. Jimmy was kind of sad about it too. No,
the son wanted it as a memorial.
Yes, it was emotionally attached to it.
Right.
Or they sold it on a Facebook marketplace. Let's get
exactly. That's probably what happened.
Walmart cash.
I think we need a little disclaimer at the bottom of the page. It says, ladies and gentlemen, the views and comments expressed by the individuals in chat, the individuals in the comment section, or the individuals on panel are not those of this channel.
Yeah.
I just,
because
I do feel...
I do like to stress that because we are all different and I allow... It's not the right one. Here we go. Panel disclaimer. Enter the panel at your own risk. Views expressed by each panel guest are their own and do not reflect the channel owner's views or thoughts. We are all individuals and hold the right to our own opinions and views. Those rights include the right to express them. If you have a disagreement or issue with someone or something someone says in the chat, take it up with them. Do not lump all people here as one. There is no Captain Save-A-Ho on this panel. I do have a few simple requests. No talk of children or family members. Do not attack mods. No doxing. If you bring up someone on the panel that is not there, they have the right to come up and address you. If you do not wish to speak to a certain person on the panel only, make it known. During open panels, I generally let up most that hit the link. If you wish to only talk to the current panel, again, make it known. Please don't complain later if others come up that you have an issue with. Please, no racism, homophobia, or transphobic comments.
Oops, that's exactly right.
My bad. Yeah. I kind of forget. I forget to play that often. I made that a while ago. See, I often don't do. I stopped doing my panels used to sometimes get crazy, and then sometimes there would be some fallback on me. So I kind of try to really put that out there. Like I can disagree with some of the things you're saying or have a different feeling about it, but that's okay. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna flip out on anyone. That's my thing. We're all different. We all shouldn't have the same. We all should not have the same opinion, or there's a problem. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Is that real Ernie or is that a fake Ernie?
I'm sure it is.
Oh, we're reviewing you and Xfactor. We already did you for 5 minutes, but now we're on Xfactor. Okay, here we go. And then we might do a tension break, and I will show my I almost said dance video. I'm gonna show it again, I think. I got a panel idea too, Shannon. I thought, what if you and I both dress up as her and we both argue each other's personalities? That might be fun. That might be fun too sometimes.
Absolutely do that. We could absolutely do that. I'm so happy that you found the artistic to do a parody. Okay.
I got the idea from you.
Well, you have to exaggerate the everything, right? If you got a bad wig, it's got to be a very bad wig. If you get somebody like a hat, it's got to be a very bad hat. You have to use what they say, but then and then there's always the visual. It's a formula. I got and I get so proud, and it's an artistic release. I think
Yeah, I definitely was cracking up doing it. Like my favorite part for me was when I threw all the tigers because I was like, wait a minute, we have stuffed animal tigers everywhere.
Yep.
Go figure. My child likes tiger stuffed animals, and I'm like, every time I might cringe a little inside, but he loves his tigers. What can I say?
And then you follow your step. You have a little piece of paper that you like drag around with you, and you'll look at something and get an idea and write it down. And it's freeing. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It's free. I love it. Ace Crazy Chicken Lady. Hey, Sister Callie.
Okay. We'll do a little more of this. I'm definitely going to do a break of that. And yeah, if anyone wants to say anything anytime, I don't want it to get like have arguing and stuff like that. But just let me know in the chat. Oh, somebody wants a link. Who is it? I saw that. Oh, you need to. Let me see if that will work. What, do you want to put a link? Hold on a minute. Let me see if I think my channel is open over here. 1 second, because I had my parody set up. What you need to put some links out? Hold on. I just gotta wait for the chat to load. You know how that takes a minute. Wish it didn't. I don't know if it does.
Who wants to put links out?
Crybaby, I think.
Crybaby.
Stop moving, chat. Stop moving. There you are for now. Okay, go back.
Kennedy.
Okay, I'm just catching up here for a second before I go back. Sarah, check messages. I'm kind of trying, but I'm trying to see these freaking the chat. I hate the StreamYard on an iPhone. They really need to do some sort of update. You can literally see like one or half a comment at a time. There's nothing more annoying than that.
Android. Same thing about it on Android. The same thing.
Is it on Android too? I thought it was an iPhone issue.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking annoying. Okay. We are doing.
Depends on the size of your phone,
Kevin's
though.
reply to you. Oh, really?
Mine's a piece of shit, AC.
Yeah,
Trustability.
I have a like a large phone, and I have small font set up on it,
Oh,
so I get a lot more. I get a lot more comments on it.
I didn't think of that.
That makes sense.
Maybe I could try that. Then I can't see the comments anyway. All right.
My cell phone has a rotary dial on it, and I'm not joking. That's how shitty mine is.
I need to get an upgrade at this point. I feel like they make the phones shitty after a while so that you'll buy a new one anyways. One time I was on a live panel and I fucking fell on the rocks, cracked my phone, had to get a friggin' another one with the insurance. And what do? Get the same one. I kick at myself now for not getting the upgrade because now I'm with it 13 Pro. It's paid off and everything, but now I think I want to. I think I heard good things about the 16, so I think I want to get that one next.
So I think it's funny that you brought that up. So I like a couple of weeks back, I shattered.
Go ahead.
I shattered my phone and the front and back screen. I sent it. I was debating whether or not, because I've had my phone for years. So I was debating whether or not to get a new phone or to just like pay the insurance. I went ahead and just paid the insurance, and instead of sending me the same phone I had, they upgraded me to a newer phone. Not a new phone, but it's a refurbished, newer phone. So I guess I can't complain. I got a new phone.
AC, you after my heart. Because listen, I'm always look. Give me the refurbished. Give me this and that. I try not to pay full price for anything. I swear I don't. It's stupid to do, but I bet whatever. Man after my own heart, right there. So let me ask, has Kevin reappeared since this this diatribe that he his little love letter to Ernie? Has he resurfaced anywhere or what? Does anybody know?
I was muted. My bad.
Think so.
I haven't seen. I don't think so. I haven't seen him.
No, I don't think I had. Ernie, you never pay full price because you never pay for anything. Somebody else does. Moving on.
I knew that was coming. I think he probably knows everybody at StreamYard because he's good buddies with them, and they probably gave him a hookup.
Oh yeah. Oh sure.
Get it together, Shannon. Okay, here we go.
When I was getting credentials and getting
Yeah, don't I thought you wanted the wrench to put links or something. I try not to time anyone out unless it's like absolutely necessary.
You were going around chasing people who you say were predators and having fucking conversations with them on camera and then letting them go. Huh? Tell me I'm lying. How can we protect the children at all cost when the very people that you confront get to walk away, Ernie?
Well, now it's not protect the children at all costs. Just to point out, it's protect the people at all costs, I believe.
Yeah.
Just to update you, X Factor. There's no more children in the title, unless now he's back to it. I'm not sure because Mr. Nobody's gone. I'm confused. Is it children again, or was that like for Mr. Nobody? I don't know.
Well, we took the women off real quick when he started doxing people. Women with children. Go ahead.
All right.
You can't even do that. The very, very same thing that you claim is your main job. You can't even do.
1 second. I think there's a guest. What the hell is the thing? Red couch. Are you? Oh boy! Now that Shannon.
You knew it was gonna happen.
All right, let's maybe we can get some answers to our questions. Let's attempt this, see how it goes.
Oh yeah, because Ernie loves to answer questions truthfully. You're right. Let's see if that happens.
I think you guys have magic. Okay, here we go. You there?
Yes, I am. How you doing? How you doing?
Red couch, Ernie.
Yes, Red Couch.
Is that your new name?
Yeah, it says Red Couch Shell, but you can only put so much on there. Hello, everybody on the panel. You guys are awful nice and beautiful today. I thank you. Thank you, Shannon. You're looking really nice.
Can we get on with Kevin's thing?
Excuse me.
Can we get on with Kevin's thing? Can we just do that? Let's just finish Kevin's little diatribe.
Okay, maybe when Kevin speaks, maybe. All right, let me see. What did I write down? Okay, about 46:25 mark, X Factor is going to call out Ernie, and then maybe we can get your response. Actually, that's coming. Let's see where we're at. I think we're very close to that. Yes. Oh wait, we must have missed it. Hold on.
We're a little over it.
Maybe because we were talking about random things, but I did write that down, so that's good. While you're here, let's go back to that. All right, perfect.
Officials and getting promoted. You were going around chasing people who you say were predators and having fucking conversations with them on camera and then letting them go. Huh? Tell me I'm lying.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know. That's intense.
So you're getting called out for doing the videos where you had the guy on the bench and you let him go. That's what you're getting called out
Oh
for.
yeah. But notice that this has not showed its face back in YouTube afterwards, because there's a lot went on.
I haven't seen him since. No, that's what we were just saying. But he could be listening. I don't know. Maybe he'll appear. Maybe he'll get back to him. I don't know. You never know what's going to happen.
How can we protect the children at all cost when the very people that you confront get to walk away, Ernie?
I mean, what is he trying to do? Like,
is your new slogan "Protect the people at all costs" still, or is it?
Well, I mean, I got things going on, but listen how he's talking. Listen how this jerk.
That wasn't an answer. What the hell?
No, it really wasn't, was it?
I'll get to that, but listen to how he's talking. That's what I'm saying.
No, but I mean, she literally asked you a question. You couldn't even answer directly. You just like mumbled across it. Come on now.
I think he's very mad at you, and it's coming out this way in a quiet manner.
Well, I mean, it might be. It could be that way. But no, my new slogan is it's always going to be we as people protect children at all costs. But I I say a couple of different things. We'll protect people or whatever the deal is. I just did that as a troll, pretty much. No,
Okay.
So we should take everything you say as a troll then?
you can take it however way you want to take it. I mean, it's what it is.
And there you go.
All right. Here we go.
Do that. The very, very same thing that you claim is your main job. You can't even do. How's that feel? To know that there's not really a lot that you've done. You know, I just so happened to click on your stream.
I just have to say, in response to Maggie's post in the chat, when I initially asked in Kevin's chat on his comment section if I could potentially go over some of this, he did say yes, and he said that he might even join on the panel. However, I didn't really. This was sort of spontaneous, so if it gets back to him and he comes in the chat, yeah, he can come up. But I didn't plan ahead. I don't do well planning ahead because stuff's always going on and I never know, you know? So I could have done that, but here we are right now.
About an hour before I went live, and you're hanging out with your sister. She's driving you around, chauffeuring you around. And I just try to imagine what it would be like to be in my mid-40s like you are with nothing.
Oh, shit.
You own nothing. You have no vehicle. You have no roof that you can call your own.
Oh, shit.
You have no stability.
Hey, he has bunk beds and there's lots of room for
And
activities.
it makes me think, why were you so interested in the first place? Were you really a friend to me? Because it seemed to me like it was one-sided. How many times did I help you? And what have you done to help me? What have you done at all? No, you haven't helped me at all. In fact, you were the fucking reason why I've had all these problems on YouTube in the first place. You were the reason why I had all these problems with the mean girls, because they put me up against the wall, metaphorically speaking, and they said, you need to make a choice. It's Ernie or us. And you know what I did, Ernie? I chose you.
Damn.
And I told Nicolina and the mean girls to kick fucking rocks. I left an entire community for you. I put up with nothing but harassment. Nothing but harassment.
Shannon, you
From
got a
shit
lot of
show
background.
community.
I know. Let me.
Is he
It's the
wrong?
wind.
I heard a little
Let me
bit,
know.
yeah. Is he wrong?
Yeah, it's the wind.
Okay.
When I was gaslighted and sent in to cause drama against people who I really didn't even know. And now most of those people in that community have been made to look like fools. But they made my life a living hell every day. It was content. And now those same people that forced me to make a decision are kissing your ass
You know
while
something,
you
Sarah?
blocked me on YouTube.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, Sarah. Like, I know Kevin is loving to. I know Kevin is like trying to make it sound like they had no love for Ernie here, but when if you had no care in the world for somebody, would you go this out of the way to try to satisfy them, to try to back them up, to try to support them? There's got to be some kind of level of love there, some kind of some kind of need for their yes. Am I wrong?
Was there sparks?
I'm with you, AC. I'm with you.
So
I mean,
here's
I
the
guess we
thing.
should ask Ernie here. Was there
So-
sparks there?
so-
Like, was there ever
so-
a glimmer in his eye?
Well, yeah, there are always glimmers in their eyes, every fucking one of them. But the thing about it is, sorry about that.
I'm sorry.
So there's always glimmers. There's always things he said. There's always things that was like, you're looking awful buff these days. You're doing, this shit. I mean, I don't fucking bring it out there or nothing like that. No. But here's the thing about it is, the thing about it, the most thing that this man feared, David Maynard feared about anybody else finding out who the fuck he was.
Ernie,
That's it.
Wow. You better drop him, Sarah. I'm telling you.
Ernie, come on.
What? I didn't do nothing.
You just said a last name. Now I have to do.
No, I
something.
didn't. I said David Maynard.
did.
No, I did not.
Oh, hey. Oh, I
Oh,
thought
my
you said a last
God.
name. Are you sure?
No, I didn't say a last name. That ain't his last name.
Oh, okay. Good. Sorry, my bad. I thought you said a last
No.
name.
No, Shannon, calm down.
Well,
Smoke a
it's-
You
cigarette.
can't
Listen,
do that, Ernie. You
listen.
can't dox
Ernie.
people.
No,
Well,
Ernie.
hey,
it
I
sounds
don't
like
dox
it.
nobody. I don't dox nobody no more. I gave you my word.
Okay, I'm just
You
checking.
ain't gave me
Sounded
shit. I
like
didn't
it.
talk to you.
I was just
Well,
clarifying.
I thought we was kissy now.
Oh, good Lord. Are you okay?
You know what?
Anyways, it's okay,
I got-
Shannon. It's okay.
Hold on, Ernie. I got another. I got a friend of mine who's just tuning into all of this drama here, and they were kind of curious, and they sent me a message a minute ago. If you'd be interested in maybe doing an interview for like that side of YouTube, for that person's side of YouTube, I think she gets anywhere from like 100 to 200 people in her chat watching at any time. Would you be interested in like doing another interview? Like, once again, new community, new drama to them. They're intrigued on some of this.
Well, I mean, I understand, but good God, Lord, I mean, I ain't done nothing wrong. Look, I'm going into a professional career.
No. I'm not
numbers,
saying.
Ernie.
I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. They're just intrigued on because once again, they're sending me. So she has a channel. It's a she. She's beautiful, by the way. You'll love that. You'll love that. I mean, you're good with beautiful women, right?
Oh, I'm very good with beautiful women.
No, there you go. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll put the channel in the back chat, and then you
Ernie
can click on her channel and subscribe. And when we get an opportunity, I'll do the introduction for you too. How about that?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead and put her channel in there.
All right.
Hey,
There you
Brad,
go.
I'll
You
be
might
over
get
here.
some potential members, Ernie.
Yeah, for sure. I'm always about opening up and being good about new ventures and new entertainment. I like that. Depends on who it is, though. AC.
Well, I mean, you can check it out, and you can look at it yourself. I mean,
Well, just
once
let me know
again,
when you
like,
put it back there.
all right.
Praying.
I'll even drop you a picture of what she looks like. Hold on, let me find it.
We can put pictures in the back chat.
Oh fuck, I can't do that. Yeah, that's right. All right, hold on. You got a Discord, don't you?
No. You can email me.
I thought you were making one.
What's your email?
shellforces@gmail.com.
Somebody sent me his fucking.
Sweet tea.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey, Bree. Now listen. Where did I see that? I'm a little. Let me see. I thought that, I'm not sure. I don't know if I heard it wrong or what. There's no way to know now.
Actually, you know what? She's got a picture up on her as her avatar. Yeah, take a look at that. Tell me if you don't think that she's beautiful.
Why don't you drop him a wave in the chat and then go back to hers or whatever?
Well, you know what?
That will draw Ernie in.
Well, I mean, that she looks pretty good. I mean, I it ain't about the looks; it's about the personality. I mean, look. I mean, I think Shannon looks pretty good too, but it's personality.
Yeah.
This is quite a moment. It's quite a moment with you both here, and it's such a contrast from my last panel. This is interesting.
Oh yeah. Look, Shannon's got her ideas. She's got her ways that she thinks, and I understand her. I understand what it is. I understand, and I'm not gonna.
We're sort of like yin and yang, I guess, sometimes.
Well, yeah, I don't have nothing against Shannon. I actually watched her show about how she was talking about how the water hit the mountains and formed roads and stuff. And, you know, I got into that. Because I used to be big into history. I got into stuff like that. I like looking at conspiracy stuff. I like looking at stuff like that. I don't like going too far down in it and being in rabbit holes and shit like that. But, you know, you got to have somebody to pull you out of the rabbit hole. It's ridiculous. But yeah, she's got a lot of things she's got going on. Shannon does. I mean, she's a great storyteller. Shannon's a great storyteller. So I'm not going to, you know, it's just the way. And, you know, you wouldn't even think Shannon is a storyteller. I mean, the way you just see her, you know, you would just think, oh, that's just some old dumb hag or something like that. But if you actually watch her show, if you actually watch her show,
the fuck out of someone when she does it, you know.
well, yeah. But if you actually watch her show and she sits there, and you can tell she's got passion in what she says. She really does.
She does.
Like she'll be like, you know, and she'll know the years. It might have been 387 years ago. There was an old queen. She was 64. She had 2 sons, Jack and King. Jack was 10. King was 14. You know, she can mix it. She can mix the cards around and make it ace 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 Jack Queen. You know, like she can do that. She knows how to do that. She knows how to entertain the audience. She does. Not there. See how nice I can be.
Are we done with Kevin yet?
That's a moment. Let me see the time thing. Oh,
wait a minute.
Let me
say this about Kevin. Let me say this about Kevin. I don't mean to interrupt you. I know you're the host.
It's all good.
So with Kevin, if you can see in this right here, I know a lot of people got mad at me, but what I did when I did what I did is I actually freed Kevin. I freed them. And they're probably thinking about that now. But now, do I like the way they look at things and do things about it? No. You have to understand, this man was scared to death of his own shadow. Like, he gets in his car and looks in his mirrors 4 or 5 times before he pulls out because he thinks Nicolina's going to get him. You don't understand how scared that this person is of everybody. Everybody. Like, you can be sitting talking to this person. They'll be talking, and you can tell they're very smart. But then all of a sudden, the conversation will sway to where, do you think they'll ever find me? Do you know? Write me an agreement that you don't know who I. You know, like, who else knows who I am? What is it? You know, shit like that. He was so paranoid, and now he's gone. He is gone. Living his best life ever. He's free, people. He's free.
Did you actually hear the end of this? Because they might be coming after your ass.
No, I didn't watch it.
Okay. I don't think they're afraid.
Thank you, Bree. I agree. Let's get back to Kevin.
I mean, he just does it in a different way, and he'll do things legally, apparently, allegedly.
So let me ask you this, Ernie, because Kevin is saying that you doxed him with the first name and the picture of his mother because he was on you about the whatever D572335, and you never produced it.
That's not why
you did that.
That's not nothing. Why? That's no.
Okay, why did you do it?
I did it to free him.
Oh,
and do I look like a bad guy?
Okay,
yes, I do look like a bad guy.
Okay, so
and I am the bad, and I'll take the bad guy for it. Think about this.
You said you were protecting the people. Isn't that what he said? He was protecting the people or whatever.
Okay. Let's do this.
Hold on. If that's the case, then I mean, like, then people putting out your whole illness, your HIV thing, like, that's protecting the people, right? Like, wouldn't that be the same scenario?
No, nothing like that. Because I wasn't afraid of that anyways.
No, so that's not.
So listen.
I mean, you put out someone's information. They put out your information. All of that was to protect the people.
Think about this. Yeah. How many people? Let's look at this. Start from the beginning. How many people hated him?
What did you do? Who were you protecting
when I did that? Everybody loves him now. He can do whatever he wants to. He's free. He's fucking free.
Nope. You said you were protecting the people by putting his name and the photo out. What were you protecting them from?
Well, here's the thing. when you say people, I can only protect one person. Okay. Does he want me to protect him? Listen. Does he want me to protect him as a man or a woman? Which one?
You said this is coming out of your mouth of why you did it. You were protecting the people. What from what? What could Kevin have done that was going to, cause havoc with people?
Oh my God. Shannon yourself hated him, okay? And then you was crying for him in his fucking live, okay? You was crying. Oh God, Ernie.
I ain't never hated him. I was there. I've said this. When he was transitioning, when he had the surgeries, when there were complications from the surgeries, I was backing him up. And then what I watched him do was go to all these other communities, of which I was a member as well, and just sit on a panel and cause just fuckery to go on. And then he would come back over here, and I saw what he was doing. It's not hard to see. I've been around a long time on YouTube. I get it. And then he left, right? Nobody knew why. And then he came back, and he's telling this story. And I felt like, this person has transitions. Now he's telling a story about, transitioning back. Let's support him and whatnot. And then he let you slither in again. And then I didn't say, I'm not, supporting Kevin. I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word about it. I just walked away.
Well, look, do I feel bad about it now? Yes, and it could have been done differently. The thing about his mother, the thing about doing it with his mother like that is that he would know right off the bat that I had him.
No, you were protecting the people from what? You said you were protecting the people by doing that. What were you protecting them from? What was Kevin going to do that was going to be so detrimental to the community?
Okay, so I'll tell you. Kevin was getting ready to unalive himself. You all know that, right?
Oh, so you decided to save him. You would dox him with his dead mother.
And it did. It saved him because it fueled another energy inside him to go after me. And I knew that. But I also knew that the people would like him because none of you fake people liked him in the first place. You do understand that, right? What I did is I turned the tide without anybody knowing what I was even fucking doing. That was smart. That not only saved that man's life, that not only saved his life, Shannon. That not only saved his life, but it made people want to be friends with him now. So far, if I did something wrong, I'll fully accept it.
William.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah, Shiz is actually in chat and says, have you ever heard his side? So there you go, Ernie. Shiz would like to see your side of all of this.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, so yes, whenever you want to, sweetie, it's shellforces@gmail.com. Hit me up with an email. I would love to do an interview or whatever you want to do. We can work something out. Yes.
There you go.
What was it again? Shellforces what?
Ernie was trying to save Kevin
Shellforces@gmail.com
by doxing his dead mother.
Yeah, hold on one second. There's someone back. I gave you my feeling on that. You just said that you would know that he knew, but like I told you, I will stand by this and just understand it's just my opinion. So I don't want you to get mad again. The same impact could have been made by blurring the mom's face because you would still know that same picture, would he not? If it's his picture and he knew the picture, he would know that you knew. That's all I'm trying to get you to think of. And we have now.
Real is real.
I'm just telling you my opinion. That same impact could have been made. That's how I feel. And
I saved his life, Sarah. That's what I did, and I didn't name it that way.
I'm letting now. Nicolina wants to come up. I don't want you to all be, you know what I mean? Like, try to keep it chill.
I'll be nice.
Okay.
I'll be nice.
Well, AC and I don't have an issue. The reason I wanted to come up is one, we never sent Kevin anywhere. In fact, it was quite the opposite. I have text messages that like I could screenshot where I had asked him to, all he was doing was agitating situations which
Are you
then blew.
referring? Can I just stop you? Are you referring to Kevin's comments about what he said earlier?
Yes.
Oh, you
Yes.
guys making him okay? Okay, just checking.
Yes. We did not. In fact, it was quite the opposite. It was phone calls, text messages. I believe only one mean girl emailed him about, he kept agitating situations. He kept gaslighting situations, and then it fell back on me and I would get blamed for it. But I have to take responsibility because I'm the one that initiated it by telling him when, the shit show was shit talking. And I was mad at that point, and I felt like Kevin was defenseless, but you live and you learn, and Kevin is just as toxic as the rest of us. But he was going there. He was going on these panels for hours at a time. I would wake up in the morning and he'd been on ACs for fucking hours, gaslighting a situation. So when he made that statement that we sent him places, no, the fuck we didn't. And we definitely did not give him an ultimatum about Ernie. It was, you continue to support what Ernie's saying, that he's a veteran. And he went on and on and on defending it.
Yeah, he's giving
Nobody,
him lots
no,
of chances.
yeah, but nobody threatened. Nobody threatened him. Nobody gave him an ultimatum. In fact, everything was fine. And the day he did his, because if you pay attention to Kevin's pattern, he will infiltrate a community, and then shit gets hot for him, and he does this total 180 on the people that support him, and then he quits and he deletes his channel. And then when a few months go by, he comes back. It is literally a repetitive pattern with him. Yeah, mom emailed him the day before whatever happened in late 2024, whatever, or early 2024, and was trying to express that he needed to protect himself, protect his mental health. It was never a weapon. It was never an ultimatum. And what did he do? He turned around and threatened to fucking dox her. Very covertly, very passively, when he was trying to get close with AC. What's that guy's name? Isaac, over in Isaac's chat. So that would have been last June or July.
Wait, Kevin tried to threaten to dox someone? Is that what you said?
Oh yeah, he was very passive about it, but he was referring to Mom's email.
Jen and Mike.
Mom,
Oh
and
shit, I don't remember that.
Mom had really, Mom actually really cared about this guy, and she had shared a lot of her personal life.
I think I remember that now. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And so him being this fake outraged about this photo and this alleged doc, when he literally put a woman in a position, a single woman who was raising her grandchild, her young grandchild at the time, was threatening to have an impact on any court proceedings related to said child. So he can miss me with his whole woe is me bullshit.
Threaten the
But-
court stuff? Like, was this in messages you just said?
I think she emailed him, but the way he knew enough and the way he said it was enough to freak her the fuck out.
I think
Because
I remember her being freaked out, but it's like a
she
lot of
was.
people wouldn't know about this. I
Yeah.
am only looking at like,
Because
for
we
me,
didn't talk about it publicly because the stuff was still in the court systems with this young grandson of hers. And he knew the details of it. So she was flipping the fuck out that he was going to somehow, because, he had a contact in the Pentagon, and he was going to do something to hurt her, but would in fact hurt her little grandson. And
I get
Mom
that.
doesn't.
She's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Mom does. Yeah, she doesn't participate in any fuck shit. The only
I
thing
haven't even seen her around.
ever. She'll only hang out really in my chat. She wants nothing to do with all of this garbage that's currently going on within the sector, because people make threats, and
No, I get
she has
that
not
part.
done anything to anybody at any time. She is a sweetheart. She doesn't dox. She doesn't participate in doxing. She doesn't go looking people up. Her biggest thing was getting Ernie's jail call. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
And
So
this is what I said to you, Sarah, that they went, but when Kevin, I knew Kevin was doing this, right? Because I know Isaac, and over there, Steve Billings, that's, hello. And then And then when he came back, he started the same shit. So
Yep.
for Ernie to say, whoever to say that I loved what no. I knew exactly what he was doing. And when he came back, he started the exact same shit.
There it is.
Exact.
That's something
So
we can agree on, Shannon.
yeah, we can definitely agree on that.
It's a pattern with him, and
Yes,
this is
it
how
is.
it's been with him since he's been on YouTube. It started in the Greg Lurick community, the men going their own way community, Hormaxers. Then he was the same thing with Easy. Then he came to my community. He did it. Then he came back with the intent to frame himself as a victim because he really wants to get back into the good graces in maybe Blame Katie's community. There's an
Where did
angle.
Ernie go?
There's always an angle.
He's gone. He gone. I don't
Maybe he's
I
getting
don't
his
think they would
makeover.
ever take him. I don't think he would ever take or they would take him back. I doubt
But
that. But
he has himself convinced that he's manipulative enough that they would.
Yeah, and he's not.
But he had to indict my community during his live stream. I was in there listening and I was like, this guy just it's like he has to indict the mean girls just like everybody else has to indict us to try to get some sort of incitement of hate. It is overplayed and it's retarded. So that's why he did that. And in fact, the next community that he infiltrates with his woe is me bullshit, he'll do the same to them. Give it 6 months. That's all it takes. 6 months.
And it won't be Isaac Gaston. It won't be Steve Billings or Mark Terry. I can promise you that.
Well, and
He's burned those bridges.
yeah, and he keeps
I
telling
didn't even
people
know
he
he
was
went
part of the
over there.
Mean Girls. He did. He tried.
Steve
Yeah.
Billings?
He did.
He went over?
Yeah.
He
Oh
keeps-
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he tried over at Steve's
never knew
and
that.
Mark's.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely, he did.
Oh
And
yeah, he
then
was
when
putting
he came
Mark
back,
about-
when he came back as Kevin, he tried it again.
Yep.
Right back
Twice.
over there.
Twice.
So, and I'm gonna tell you, Isaac Guest ain't gonna fuck with nobody. Believe me, believe it or not, you know, don't ever use Isaac Guest as a tool or a weapon against somebody. He don't like that shit.
But that's what Karen was doing. Or
That's
Kevin
what
was
he's
doing.
trying to do. I will agree with that. He was trying to get Isaac to go after all these people, and Isaac ain't playing that shit. He ain't gonna do it. Nope.
Yeah, don't
Not at
seem
all.
like that type.
Mm-mm.
So I just wanted to come up and quickly speak my piece because he intentionally indicted myself and my community as a way to try to incite anger and we hate her and they want to you hate her too, well come join us. But at this point we have seen this pattern from him for 2 years. It's 2 years this month that he came into our sector, July of 2023.
Well, I didn't realize it's even been that
All right.
long.
Can I
It's been
ask
2
you
years.
one question, though? Nicola, I'm going to ask you one question. I want to ask you about how you turned on him in such a vile way, the things that you said about him, and it was a lot, and why that was necessary. I mean, I get it. He was trying to get the whole world against you. I get that. But when you got mad at Peachy and Ghost because they were hanging out with people who went after him. Mind you, Kevin was on the panel when these people went after him and asking for it, literally begging for these people to do it. And you got mad because Peachy and Ghost didn't defend him, even though they weren't there at all. And then you turned so vilely on Karen. It's this thing with Ernie thinks that he saved Kevin by doxing him. Why did you turn on Kevin so viciously? That
do you want the long or the short?
The short.
Okay, so when Kevin first came into our community, I've always been I've tried to be tolerant of other people's lifestyles.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I get it.
But there was a part of me that I needed to check myself because I did and still do clearly. I was only like, he red pilled me in the sense of I am a complete turf at this point, and it was because of him. So I was tolerant, but I was not tolerant of the, men and girls sports, locker room, showers,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So I am witnessing friends that, and Shannon, I'm gonna just say this, and without detail, there was more going on behind the scenes with a lot of manipulation with Peachy. So
Okay.
this was the straw that broke the camel's back, because when you look at somebody or you tell them how much you love them and you adore them and you think they're great, but then you will turn a blind eye when this person is being attacked. I was like, this is really weird. And then maybe I need to check myself, because I am partially intolerant of the transgender community. And I started, and Kevin played a real good victim. And I allowed myself to be manipulated and blinded by thinking that he was a victim. He had to end his career in the army because, Trump was going to ban transgenders in the army. And I'm thinking, this poor guy, his mom died, she had a drug addiction, his dad had issues with, I think, drugs, maybe alcohol, don't quote me. He was alone in this world.
And the
And I
Crohn's.
thought, and I thought, well, he's not only alone in this world, but he's also transgender, which will isolate you further. And I felt bad. And I felt bad. And when I talked to Peach privately, she says, well, we can't say anything because that will be problematic. And I was like, well, I guess I look at myself is, I guess I'm problematic, because if I feel something should be addressed or whatever, I'm going to do it. It's not because I care if it's problematic for others, which also gets me in trouble at times, clearly. So I felt terribly for this guy. And mind you, we would talk on the phone, text message. I really just thought he had nothing but the internet. That's all he had, because he was so isolated because of, being transgendered and having nobody. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's very good at that. But I have to take responsibility too. I should not have done the Captain Save-A-Ho, because I then alienated myself and others by wanting to advocate for somebody who I didn't realize his pattern at that time. So that is a part me problem. So
I
Okay.
always tend to feel bad. I get sucked in and feel bad, especially with people with history in the childhood. Those are the people,
yes,
like the souls
yes,
that I'm drawn to and want to feel like some kind of way about. There's certain people on here that have had that similarity with me, and I always feel maybe a little
yes,
overprotective of them, I guess.
yes,
So I
yes.
can't. I don't think I could be mean to him. Whether everyone, you know what I mean.
Oh,
I just feel.
listen.
I feel a
Mm-mm.
certain way, like
So I had no problem with him, and then suddenly that last live before he was trying to get into gaslighting a situation in which he lied about for clout with Isaac. Before he went on Isaac's panel, he did like, and mind you, I had no idea any of this was
I
coming.
don't even remember that.
Oh,
I don't
dude,
think I.
it was like, it was the spring of 2024, and he did this live stream, and he comes out, and it was almost immediate. He was shit talking me. I'm like, what is going on here? What just happened? Like, I just defended this asshole for the last 18 months, or maybe it was a year, almost a year. And he's now fucking shit talking me, shit talking the girls in our community that have fully supported him, making vague threats to Yaman for no reason. Nobody did anything. And it was all because she sent him an email saying, you supporting Ernie with his lies about being a veteran is a problem. And I'd have to go back. I haven't read the
I mean,
email since
yeah, you
she's.
don't. Yeah, I mean, don't drag her into it
But
anymore.
no,
Just, I
but
like it.
he turned on us for no reason. So I was
Right.
angry because he took the coward way out, tried to get
Mhm.
Isaac to come after me and his community, which I was dealing with that shit during this time. I was dealing with Craigslist ads and all sorts of bullshit and people showing up to my home. So I was mad and angry, and he completely red pilled me or black pilled or green pilled, blue pilled me into fuck all transgenders. I don't give a fuck. Zero fucks. There's a significant mental illness behind these people, and I'm done. I don't give a fuck. And I was lashing out because after all of the support we gave him, to turn around and completely try to manipulate people that we did something to him. No, fuck him. He's a goddamn troon. That's why. I'm not going to kiss his ass. I'm not kissing his ass.
Right.
But he's going to keep doing it. He's going to keep doing it. He's going to keep injecting himself. And then it's a personality disorder. Then he'll turn and delete his channel. And then he'll come back a couple months later, like everybody's forgotten what he just did to that community and the community before that and the community. Like this is like 6 communities he's done this to.
Maggie, it's the wind. It's not her breathing. It's the wind.
It's not my breathing, Maggie. But thank you for being concerned. I appreciate that so much. But we have wind here in Virginia.
I thought Sarah was at the ocean, and that's what I was hearing.
No, it's me.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
me.
that would be a usual thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to go inside.
I'm gonna drop down. I hope I answered your question. I don't know if it satisfied your curiosity, but I stand by every nasty thing I've ever said to that motherfucker, and I would say it to his face. I'm just done with these people that want to walk around framing themselves as a victim of society when they're actually a victim to their own mental illness that is untreated. So, have a good day.
Okay.
Thank you, Sarah.
See ya. I can't help it. I feel bad. I tend to feel bad. I can't help it.
I mean, you know what? Okay. I don't. You know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. If that is her opinion of why and what she did in the time frame, then we'll go with that. I just remember a little bit differently.
I didn't remember some of that. I didn't remember the yeah mom stuff. It's like it's kind of vague when you brought it up.
I didn't know that. But okay, I mean we'll go with them. I guess. I mean, what am I going to argue with her? It's not worth it.
No,
so, you know, it's not worth it.
I mean, you asked and you got an answer, I guess.
Yeah.
Ernie dropped off to go on Brad's, I guess. Ernie ran to Brad's. He didn't even answer the questions. He didn't answer our questions.
Because he's not going to. Because he's not. Just say Ernie was going to save Kevin's life by doxing his mother. That doesn't make sense, Ernie. Even Ernie knows that doesn't make sense.
That one.
And I'm glad that he tried to butter me up. Ernie, come on now. Jesus Christ, dude.
That was good acting, though. You know.
Well, was it though? I don't know. I've seen better. Yeah, I've seen better. My child is in theater. I've seen much better.
He's already gone from Brad's. I was gonna say Brad doesn't generally treat him too nice, though I haven't seen Brad in a long time.
Hey, see, what do you think about that answer?
I was around for part of it.
Yeah, your community went pretty hard on him too, didn't you? You guys went pretty hard.
Here's the thing. Well, AC can tell you, Kevin got on their panels and fucking basically just enticed them to do it.
Well, hold on. So what originally started all this mess was we were doing panels and Kevin had done some fucking video where they were talking about, I think we were going at Nicolina at the time, to be honest.
Probably.
What, regardless of the fucking, or maybe it wasn't even that. It was something else. And we were, or Ernie, I'm sorry. I think it might've been Ernie. And so I covered part of the content because of the content that Kevin had done. And they made a couple of remarks that were, and once again, this is the community I'm in. We take shots at one another. Like, I mean, people talk about like the various different shit that's gone on for the past couple of fucking years. For example, like, you know, with my situation, the phone boning and blah, blah, blah. Right. So like, I'm no different from anyone else. Anyone can fucking get it. And these are my friends that are doing this to me. So, so there was a couple of people that made a couple of jokes that were trans jokes, and that automatically made us transphobic. That automatically made us a whole bunch of fucking other things. We're anti-gay. We talk about blah, but it's like my co-host at the time, one of my co-hosts, or still, I shouldn't say at the time, but Jamie is fucking gay, or he's fucking bi. Like he's got a boyfriend. They live in.
Don't know you, and they hear that. That's what's obviously going to be thought of. You know what I mean? They're going to be. It's going to be repulsive to some people.
I can understand that's understandable. But once again, you're coming into my community that you know nothing about, and then you start taking your shots. You come up on panel and start telling people, like, go KY yourself, like go off yourself.
Which goes with this too, and I want to say, yeah, we didn't agree with that, and that was like the weirdest kind of response I've ever heard. Deflection. But when it got a little tough, he went to another panel, so we didn't get to actually finish the answer there. It didn't make any sense to me. So no, I don't agree at all with that answer. I think that was a strange way to go around it. I never heard of such a thing like that. I mean, that was very strange. And then now, because he said that, I couldn't understand if he said may or he did do a dox, and now that's ruined my thing, because now I have to private this, go find that, which I have no idea where it is, and now I have to blur it out, and all the comments are going to be gone, so it screws up my video too. Because now I can't prove if it was a dox.
Last name that he used. I mean, it was a very specific.
I can't prove if he did or he didn't. All I know is when he said what he said, it made sense that it could have been that, but was it or was it not? Now I have to make that choice. I have no idea. So what do I do? You know what I mean? Only thing I could have done at the moment is end this live and immediately, or wait till I'm done. I don't know what really to do yet. You know,
you can't trust Ernie. Nobody can trust Ernie.
Well, he never does that. Like here, he's never done that. You know, so I don't really know if it was or not, or if he's just messing with me. I don't know. Because when he said the answer, it made sense that it could have been what he said. He might have been telling the truth. I have no idea. But JP Fluff, the word he said could have been correct too. You know what I mean? So now I don't. Either way, now I have to private this. You know what I'm saying? Now I have to go find where it was, and now I have to blur it out. It's going to take me a lot of time. So now I'm kind of screwed in a way.
Yeah. Well, he only said it twice.
That sucks.
I don't know where the frig it is. I have no idea. I'm just gonna have to find the panel and go through all of it.
Well, you know, it's right after he pops up on the panel. I mean, it was pretty quick.
I'll try to. I guess that's the only
I'm
thing.
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't catch it until somebody said something until y'all were like, no, you can't do that. Don't be doing that. Until I heard that, I didn't even realize that's what he had done. But I mean, I do agree that if he did, that is shitty, because now once again, this is something where you got to go back, you got to spend time on it, blah blah. It
takes forever to load, and it's annoying as fuck.
Oh yeah.
But
100%. I agree with that. I've had to do that a bunch of times. It's fucking shitty.
Well, I'm kind of torn also because, like I said, when he gave the answer of what he said, it could have been that too. So it's all how you interpret it and knowing the person. Yeah, he would do that, but I just don't know. Oh, he did?
He said a specific last name that I'm not going to repeat.
Right, he did say that. Twice. And then, but then when he said the second time, it made sense that it could have been something else, because that sounds like that. So which one was it? You know what I mean? When he clarified, once he clarified it, I said, oh yeah, it could have been that. You know what I mean? So it's all about, I just have to do what I do, I guess. I can look at the transcript. Yeah, you're right about that. But everything's going to be gone. The whole chat's going to be on. And then it has to take 10 hours to load? With the YouTube studio, it's slow as fuck. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Let me know in the chat if you have any suggestions. Yeah, that's true.
He'll probably come back.
Yeah, you never know.
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm looking forward to this interview that Ernie's going to do over as Shiz Happens. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to Shiz Happens. You don't think it'll happen? I think it'll happen.
It'll happen. Ernie will 100% go over there and do this. 100%.
I will say Shiz is a very patient woman. I don't know, she just asked me one day, hey, what's this deal with Ernie Shell? Because I guess she saw the Ernie Shell and Angelo thing where they were like agreeing that he's actually in somewhat of a way, kind of a vet, but not a vet, but he's still a vet, but not legally some bullshit. Anyway, so like with all that, she got intrigued by it, and I was like, oh well, I mean, I kind of know that side of YouTube. If you would like, then I got a message as a reminder. Hey, be nice to get an interview. Hey, okay, I'll speak on it and see where it goes. Like all I can do is be like an orchestrator of some sorts. Like
you're a facilitator.
There you go, facilitator. There you go. Okay.
Well, if he goes, I'm sure he'll go live any minute, and then you can also, she could go over there too.
Well, can you type her channel name in the back?
Wait, is he? Well,
I did. I dropped it.
Oh yeah,
I dropped in.
Okay, all right. There you go. I just want to make sure I had it.
And look, Shiz is a pretty straightforward person. She's done quite a bit of content. She comes out of the masshole sector. So if you guys know masshole, the whole turtle boy kind of boy shit. If anybody is not subscribed, it would be like nice for y'all to go and check that out. She's great. She's fucking awesome. Sweetheart. And
we love new people.
Pretty.
Thank you.
We love new people.
I did ask for opinions in the chat, so thank you, Texas Honey. I mean, what are you gonna do?
I don't have a wrench, or I would drop the link myself. But Shannon, if you got a wrench, can you drop that?
Yeah, I'm on my phone, but let me hold on.
Somebody might.
I'm not smart, AC. I can't do things that normal people can do, but I'll try it. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let me get it. Okay, we got it.
Yeah, I had more questions about this whole video, man. Now it's too late.
Okay, there we go. I think I just did it. There we go. No, it says it didn't. It says it didn't load. Damn it! Why not?
I don't know if one of the mods can.
I'll
type her name in. If somebody can do a search real quick and
what am I
drop her link.
I always butthurt about Maggie, since you know about me and I don't even know who the fuck you are. What am I always butthurt about? I do mysteries, conspiracies, and paranormal things every Saturday night. What am I butthurt about? I rarely go live during the week, right? I pop up in chats, but please let me know what I am butthurt about. I would love to know.
And from an outside perspective, if I were to look, the same could be said about you from many people, Maggie. But yeah, I like your little spicy belt. Some people feel that way about you too.
I mean, you come on with your pussy on fire every time you get in a chat. So I mean, taking this from you for Ernie. Okay. Well,
I mean, when Ernie put the picture out, and gave his reasoning saying he freed Kevin, your response in chat was yes, Ernie, you freed him. I mean,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
You know, Maggie, I think I'm going to take your words as, you are what you are. Let's put it that way. You are what you are. And we don't have to get into all that, but you are what you are. And you go, girl. You live with that. It's good. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do to her.
Thank you, Crybaby, for dropping the link. Sarah, I just got a phone call from my kiddo. They're ready for lunch. I'm going to drop out of here, and so that way I can quit commenting and talking and over talking and stopping you from playing this video because yeah.
It's fine. I mean, I just skipped it to the last thing about the only thing I was going to play is how did Ernie get Xfactor says how Ernie got their information. I mean, and then I'm just going to play my parody to make this end a little funnier than it's been going, I guess.
Hey, have a great weekend with your child.
Have fun.
Yeah, thanks, Shannon. Sarah, thanks for having me up. Everyone in chat, y'all have a good one. Beater.
Okay. Okay, well, Maggie, if you have opinions, thank you for sharing one about me. I don't have an opinion about you because I don't care enough to have an opinion about you, but thank you for caring enough about me to have an opinion. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
You all have opinions. It's about your how you approach and give those
Yeah.
opinions. And sometimes people might think yours are abrasive. You know,
Could be. I don't know, but I
trying
mean,
to put it in a nice way. You know how some people might see it, because I've seen people express it to you too. You know, it might be abrasive.
Fitz Craig says send in corporate.
Corporate, go away, corporate.
Corporate.
I'll just play a tiny little bit. We all probably had enough, so I'll just play this little bit, and then I'll do my funny thing, because we all
His
probably
claim
got to
is that
eat
he
and
did,
shit.
and so I asked
Right
him to
now.
prove that.
It's coming up. Oh, let me go back so I can see the chat.
Chica says, Kevin, how did he get your info? So his claim is that, so he did do a video call. Sometimes I drop links. I don't like to do.
Thank you. Thank you for gifting some memberships. I got I got this new setup, and I'm trying to get used to the keys here. Thank you. Thank you, D-Boss. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out.
Okay. Sorry, you shouldn't entertain this. Which part?
That's.
Are you talking? Is it because you disagree with Shannon? But let me give you something to think about. Food for thought, Maggie. And I'm doing it in a nice way. I think I'm trying. You know how you just said that you're not whatever, you have an opinion, but Shannon's the same way. She also has an opinion. You know what I mean? We all have an opinion. You just, I know you don't like some people sometimes, but you have to remind yourself that just you have one and so do others. You know what I mean? It's it's your approach, you know?
And I can assure you, Maggie, I have never gone into a chat, seen you, and gone after you because, quite frankly, I don't know that much about you. So, but again, the fact that you felt strongly enough to give your opinion about me, I appreciate. And one day, maybe I'll form one about you. Probably not, but it might happen. But that's being nice, right? That's.
Or you're welcome.
So nice way to put it. What do you want me to do? I think that was very nice. I'm not.
She's just sprinkling a little cayenne pepper in the chat.
I go there, yeah. And it's like Story Night is saying, if you don't like the way Sarah's running her chat or her channel, then there's a big X, and you can find it usually.
But
in one of the corners of your screen, you can hit that X and go watch people who you do like the way they run their channel.
That's what I've been doing lately. But like I said, Maggie, like you can come here. You're allowed to comment. Just like some, you don't like some of the people that comment in Ernie's. It's the same way here. You don't have to, if they don't like what you're saying, you don't have to worry about it.
I wasn't mean to Ernie.
Here, you're still allowed to comment here.
When Ernie came up here, I wasn't mean to him. I asked him questions. I didn't yell at him.
Mello, did you see her the other day with Ernie? This was like a complete.
I didn't yell at Nicolina. I'm sitting up here.
Good. You all did good.
Thank you.
I appreciated the calmness. I did.
I knew you would, because this is yours. I'm not going to screw. I know I did last time, and I'm not going to do that again. There's Ernie. There he's right back.
Ernie, you're panel hopping. What happened? You dropped and left us. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm just asking questions, Maggie. I didn't understand. Ernie gave his explanation. I still don't understand, but there it is.
Right. And like I always say, I don't understand why some people do this and that or say that, and then I tell myself I don't have to.
There you go.
We don't. We really don't have to.
No, we don't. Absolutely not.
Weird shit people do, but just tell yourself, well, I guess I don't have to, because then it's much easier that way. We're never going to figure it out, guys.
No, we're not always going to agree either. Fizz Crank makes me so it makes me excited.
Hot pepper. Anissa brought hot pepper. Okay. What?
Mr. Fizz Crank loves being in my thing about the lighthouse, and I appreciate that, Fizz Crank. You were really fun. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute before you start talking. But Maggie, who's evil? I'm being very polite to you. I'm always welcoming to you in here, and you're always so mean. You never even really say hi or anything to me. I always greet you and everything. You hurt my feelings.
Stop and think. I think she probably does
Yes.
believe things
Yes,
that
hardcore. Stop and think very much
yeah,
so.
yeah, and that's good. There you go. I mean,
If it makes you happy, it
yeah.
is your right. It is your right.
But if you want to follow
Iris,
people around yelling in a chat at them, well, I mean, maybe you need to get a hobby, read a book, or
there's
perhaps knitting, or
there's
you
absolutely
know,
nothing. There's absolutely
stonework.
nothing evil going on here. I can assure you that.
No, no. And
Hello, Ernie.
congratulations to anybody who got D-Boss's gifted
Yes.
memberships. I can't see who did on StreamYard,
Thank you.
but congratulations.
I wonder if I have any to gift. I think I already did it. Let me check. Ernie, are you freaking there or are you on another panel? Like, are you even there? He fell off again. Ha! He's gone. What the heck was that? Wait, is he there? What is going on here? What in the hell is going on? Hello? Nope, I already gave him out. I think I did. All right, let me go back. We're having a hearing problem here. Can you all hear me? Because I don't hear anyone else. So I'm just going to drop it again in case somebody fell off. What in the hell is going on? She must have fell off. We're going to have to fix that. Ernie, what the? Are you even there? Like, what is going on? Can you guys hear Ernie? Because I don't hear shit. Okay. Are you... Oh, there's another Ernie. Is this the real Ernie?
It is the real Ernie.
Okay, I'll kick the other one.
Drop the other one. Hurry up. He's going to porn bomb you.
I did. I dropped the other one, and I dropped the link if anyone else... Okay, now we have... Now you are...
I knocked myself out. Sorry.
That's right. I was like, how come no one's talking? He was lost in space.
I completely knocked myself out.
Okay, so...
Cry, baby.
So first, I went to Shiz Happens. I don't know. I didn't never heard of that person before.
So you did check her out?
Yeah, I checked her. I checked her out. Very beautiful woman. Oh my God, Lord God.
I said.
Very beautiful.
So you think you can work with that?
Sage in the chat.
Do I think that I could work with it?
Yeah.
Look now. I don't just go ahead and jump into anything. I have to check it twice, cut it once.
Okay. Okay, I believe you.
That's one of your mottos.
Yep.
But I'm thinking that you're thinking you might get yourself some new members.
Well, here's the thing. Between her, I mean, you know, with beautiful women, there's a few beautiful women. Between her and Nana Kim and a few others, there's potential. There's a lot of potential out there.
There actually is a lot of pretty women here. I gotta say, in this community, there is. I will agree.
Fuck.
Now, what were we talking about? Now, why did you just drop off and go to Brad's when we had a question?
But I wanted to prove how idiot Brad was. But anyways,
did he kick you off?
No, I left. He's an idiot. He's bringing up the Summerwell stuff, and I don't even know. Just some ridiculous stuff. Yeah,
I saw that. So Gypsy's trying to do the same thing. Here's the thing. Let me just say one thing about the Summerwell case. Ernie might agree with this. When all right. So Ernie, when you came in, I'm trying to remember exactly when you came in. Would you agree with me? I'm not going after you. That so many people jumped on that Summerwell's case for the wrong reasons, that now, years later, if you even mention that child, you get called God, we coined it. And I can't remember what it was. A tragedy pimp and all that. It's like
tragedy pimp, yeah.
That the things that happened with that child and the people that just and to this day still churn out content about it.
They do.
And it makes it every missing child in the world should be able to be covered, especially when the years go by. That's why I do things 20 years or older. People forget. And every child deserves to have a platform that takes up for them, shows their picture, tells the story. But now, because of the people that just swarmed on that child, you can't do it now without being called a tragedy pimp.
Exactly.
It's
And here's something else too, Shannon. Here's something else too. You're exactly right on that. And here's the thing. The other little missing children that went missing, there was 4 other missing children that went missing within a month or two after Summer Wells, and no kind of publicity what this was. No sort of publicity whatsoever. And their little voices, you know, was halted. It was halted in because of the shadow that Summer Wells drove. Everybody run to the Summer Wells. You had people driving from Texas to Tennessee. You had people coming from Florida. You had people everywhere in Tennessee around that case. And anybody, and notice this, every week there was another character. It was like soap opera.
Yeah.
Every week a new character was introduced.
Well,
And yes,
we
it was
ran
ridiculous.
Molly Go Whiteley and Bill Bullhorn Betty and what's his name? We ran them out of fucking Tennessee. And then we ran them out of Georgia with Quentin. You know, we ran we ran their asses out. But there's only so much you can do about something. That's why, like, you know, yeah, Summer Wells is blonde hair and blue eyed, but she was from a really poor family. People don't give a shit about that. If she were from a very affluent family in the area, we wouldn't be hearing the end of it. But because she was a poor child from a poor family, nobody says her name anywhere other than YouTube. You know, there's not, you know, Nancy Grace ain't covering it. And there's a problem with that. It's the same thing with little African American children. I've brought this up 1,000 times. They don't get the coverage. And they don't get the coverage. I don't know why. I'm not going to call, you know, I don't know why they don't get it. People need to figure that out, though. Because, you know, there's Asia Degree, a girl that went missing on you know, the year 2000 on February 14th, left her home in the middle of the night during a storm, and just disappeared. We find out later that the police since 2016 has had DNA from you know, a shirt in the girl's book bag that was found buried, by the way. And they've had that family name the whole time, and we just heard about it on the 25th anniversary of that child being missing. Nobody, no story, no nothing. I'll cover that till the day I die. It's maddening to me. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. The reason I bring it up with Ernie is because he caught, you know, listen, Ernie caught that bullshit when he was up there. That was when, you know, what's his face? What was the guy? What the dude in Texas? Benny was up there stirring it up. It was Summer Wells I'm talking. This is why I do my thing. This is why I cover things that are 20 years or older, because nobody gives a shit about those kids anymore. They're forgotten. And I'm afraid that's going to happen with little Summer Wells. That it's just not ever going to, it's going to be like John Bonet or, you know, Madeline McCann. Just not ever gonna know what happened because nobody looks back.
Do you know the turning point in that is when Benny was able to make contact with Candace Wells and all the deal, it don't matter whether he knew Don before or whatever after, is when she put that aluminum foil hat on. They did a 48-hour live. 48 hours. They had to cut YouTube 3 or 4 times. And they made money that whole time of her acting stupid. And never once did Candace try to hunt for Summer, her own daughter. When those gatherings were together, her and Don was at a hotel. They did not try or assist to hunt. And here's the thing. Why hunt for someone when you already know that it's going to be a lost cause? Think about that. They know what's going on.
I mean, that's some opinion, but then we have to remember we only, like I had to tell myself, we only see what we see on YouTube. We don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. You know, you have to remind yourself that. And I also want to make sure you can clarify the pin comment before we get onto other things. That
What is that?
I don't
What,
know if I don't know if deflection. You had talked about Kevin in the unaliving himself. You said something about him unaliving himself. You weren't saying it was a troll. You were claiming that he was going to do it, and you were trying to save him, right? Or can you
yes,
please?
yes.
I don't know if that got misunderstood or if I'm misunderstanding something.
So here's the thing.
I
Okay,
didn't
so
agree with what you were saying, but can you please clarify that?
well, I will. Let me get to the point that it talks about that behind the scenes. Okay, so what people get to see is what YouTubers put out. You never get to see what's behind the scenes. You never get to see what's going on with somebody.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like people always say, like they didn't do this, this, and that, and I even kind of felt like that for a while. But then again, I'm not living there. I'm not in their house. We only see what we see on YouTube, right?
Right, but see, as a
Sarah, see the
creator,
next comment deflection row. Okay,
as a
above
creator, you get this eye. You pick this eye up. Shannon picks it up, and I don't even like Shannon, but I can tell she has the eye for it. You can tell when something's not right and something's going on. It's easy. It don't take much. And as creators,
I might
you
be
know,
missing
you get to
something.
see people. You get to do more. You know, we have
Yeah.
to focus our abilities. We have to focus our abilities to be able to presentation and to be able to get to the people. So yes, we pick up things.
I'm
And
not
I
sure
can't
I
believe I'm
understand.
agreeing with Shannon on this stuff. God Almighty, what happened?
Well, because this isn't about liking somebody or not. When we met up with, when I'm talking about Savage and us, when we learned about Benny, right, and we had Benny on the panel because at that time Benny's the one that knew Candace and Dawn. He had been there. He knew what the house. You know, he knew, and we picked his brain, right, to figure out what was going on there. Again, because of the parents, because of the economic, where she came from, where they came from. This child,
Another one?
ain't nobody looking for this kid. Nobody. Nope. And here's the thing: if they found her tomorrow, all right, if they found her tomorrow, and let's say she's passed away, that's going to start the wheel again, because then we're going to have to go through the investigation, and then we're going to have to go through the court, and it's going to be another fiasco that no one really cares about because they just want to make money off of it. Period. They don't give a shit where that kid is. The worst thing that can happen. But if she's found alive, worst thing that can happen for them. If she's found dead, here we go. Round 2, round 3, round 4. Because we get to go, it's going to be a mess. It's a mess. It's a effing mess and it ain't right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You should probably clarify that or ask, do you go on panels deflection? I don't know if there's some sort of misunderstanding.
I don't know what the misunderstanding is.
We don't agree when Ernie said that. What he said, I believe that's his story.
Yeah.
We're not saying we agree with it. We don't agree with any of it. And I think it could be just that, a story. And Kevin's not here to answer for himself. That's another thing. You know what I mean? But I don't know if something's getting misunderstood.
Yeah, deflection. I don't think you have to explain to anybody here.
I don't agree with that story or with that whole process. And it didn't make any sense to me. If somebody feels like they're allegedly suicidal or whatever, I think that's the worst thing you could do is try to put their picture out. Or I've already said you could have done this and that. You didn't have to bring the mom into it. I've already told you even if you wanted to put the friggin' picture out, you could have blurred. There's so many things you could have done.
Well, the thing about it is the reason I did it, I knew Kevin's drive. I knew Kevin's drive. I knew his drive.
I don't think that makes sense to me, though. That still doesn't make sense.
Well, some people it don't, and in a normal case, it would make sense. It would never make sense. But I knew what Kevin would do, and that's what I did. But
what do you think he's gonna do? I think you made him incredibly angry.
Exactly.
That was his mom, though. His mom died a horrible.
That's better than wanting to unalive himself. Now he's got ambition to do something. He's going to go after me. I know.
Where is he? Is he okay? Nobody knows that because he's been gone. You don't know that.
I do. I checked on his work.
Oh, okay. Well, just know, please, that I ain't falling for that. Sarah ain't falling for that, and the chat ain't falling for that. But if that's your answer, that's your answer.
That's my answer. I mean, that's what my answer is.
Are you
until he
talking
says
one
something
second,
different. I mean,
Ernie?
that's what I, that's what I know. That's what I
Are you
know. I can't
talking
say.
to, I don't get, I'm sorry, I'm trying to clarify. Are you talking to Kevin or I don't understand, like, are they for Kevin? I'm so confused.
I have no idea. I can't even read that. I don't even know. I don't even
yeah.
know how
They're
to take
probably
it.
pro. I think apparently they're pro mental health crisis. Listen, America's got a big problem with mental health and the
So am
ability to
I.
fix it.
I support
Yeah,
mental
I
health.
mean,
Everybody that knows me knows that.
Yeah, for sure.
Me too. Hello. I think my meds have been, So yeah, we get it. It's not.
drop
It's
it.
not the question. We're not agreeing with Ernie.
We don't agree
That's
with
his
him.
answer.
If that's what you mean. Yeah, we're not in
Yeah.
agreement. He knows that.
Yeah, I know it
Yeah.
100%. I know. Yeah, for sure.
So it's I don't. What are we supposed to
figure out
beat him over the head with something? I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I mean, you can come have at it with him if you want, but
No, so look, and I'm glad you're going over this. I'm glad you're really going over this. But I
Ernie,
knew.
also I gotta say one thing too before I forget. When you did what you did earlier about whatever you said, some people are claiming that you did put out a last name. You told me you were saying May and then something else. So now I don't know if you tricked me, and now I have to take this whole live and private it when it's done.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to private nothing.
Because I have to
I did
take
not
that part
say. I
out.
did not say his last name.
Some
His
people
last
are
name
saying they
ain't that.
clipped it. I'm just saying.
Wait, no.
I'm just telling you what the chat said. They're telling me this, and now I'm in the pressure of asking what they would do. You know what I mean? I feel pressured. Like,
Well, I mean, if
now
you think you got to private it, that's you. There's no doxing
I
in
don't.
this. Okay.
I just didn't
So
know if
you're
you tricked me.
saying,
I'm asking you if you tricked me. You know?
yeah. Are
No,
you
I didn't
saying
trick
you
you.
threw
No, I
out the
wouldn't do you that way.
last name and it's not his?
What's that?
Are you saying that you threw out a last name, but it is not his?
No, I said may not have. I was going to say may not have. I was eating, and it sounded like I said the last name. That's
That's what I
all it was.
thought.
I never
That's
said
what I thought. That's what I thought
no.
you. And I didn't know if you. But then some people think you tricked me, so I'm just asking again. I wanted to clarify because now I don't know if I have to private my live and go find
No,
that
you don't have
spot.
to private nothing. And his last name don't start with nothing like
All
that.
right, don't say any
Okay,
letter if
well,
you know.
that's good.
Don't
I'm
say
not
any
going to say no
letter.
last name.
Don't say any letter if you know.
Ernie,
Yeah, no.
Ernie,
Yeah.
I have a question. Send
Oh
it.
God.
Maggie's wanting to answer for you. You told me a while back that you had information on that case. Did you turn that in?
The SW case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to say that because y'all know how. Who are you?
Maggie,
Who
did
are
you,
you?
Maggie?
No, I mean you covered this. I've heard you before, like pretty much not begging but pleading with Ernie to give whatever information he had. I've heard you before. I just don't know.
Really?
I
You
don't
don't
know.
remember my fucking big loud mouth?
I know a lot of loudmouths.
It's me, Margaret.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say. Okay. I'm your biggest fan, and I didn't know your voice. I feel bad. I feel bad. So, did you, Ernie? Did you give any information about it?
I give out everything I had.
Okay.
Even what me and you had talked about?
About what?
What me and you talked about?
Look, I can't say so much. I'm not going to say so much because of the investigation itself. I'm not going to go on an open panel. I'm not going to go on an open panel and say what I know. I'm not going to do that. I'm
not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. I'm asking you, did you give the information that you supposedly had that you told me that you had?
Margaret, I was investigated by the TBI and found true. Now, what I'm doing now,
What? I don't understand that. That's retarded. Found true for what? Not being a suspect or what? Like that don't even make sense, Ernie.
I failed one question in a lie detector test. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'm not asking that. I said, did you turn in the information that you told me that you had? I mean, not answering is actually answering. That's
Okay,
fine too.
pause.
I've done everything I can.
Pause. If there was, I mean, you guys are. I'm seeing the chat flying. If the mods would probably already have taken that off, right? If somebody really did somebody really put a name in chat, like a whole name or something? And if you see one, can you like delete it? Obviously, I think it probably would have been deleted. But
Sarah, I promise you, I'm not dox nobody. I'm
no,
not going to
somebody
dox
else
nobody.
in chat. Somebody
No,
else in
no,
chat.
somebody else put it in there.
Oh well, no, I'm
I
not.
will, Texas, honey. I guess I have no choice. I have to listen.
But, well, Ernie, can I just bring this up? You did say at one point that you knew where she was and you knew what happened and you knew that somebody finished her off with a hammer. That's you said that. And then you backed away from it a lot. But you did say
he says he can't let out information or whatever. I'm not asking him that. I'm asking him, did he turn in the information he had told me? You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I'm talking about what he said on a live stream. You know, he said that. And
right. What he admitted to.
Yeah.
So look, I have everything. Look, I am fully cooperating with law enforcement, even at this time right now. I'm going to say that. Fred is too. I'm going to say that.
I'm just saying, like, the information that you told me that you had, I mean, I was just asking if you had turned that in. And I had asked you in the chat, but your Maggie trying to answer for you. So I figured I'd ask you myself.
Yes, Maggie Mags. I see you. I see you.
I think we can all agree that Summer Wells wasn't picked up by this lovely family, and she's not somewhere right now in a princess room living her best life. We know that that is not what has happened.
Exactly.
Why she isn't here and who's responsible, nobody really knows. They might think they know, but you don't know. That's the one thing we talked about with Bullhorn Betty and them. Do you know the parents did it? Well, no. Well, then stop saying they did it. You can't do that. You know. So again, there's not anyone on this earth except for the person responsible that doesn't want that case resolved. or people responsible. They don't want that case resolved.
I was just asking.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. And this is the last time I'm going to talk about it. When I told the TBI looked directly at me and said, hey, we think the exact same thing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Don't get defensive. I mean, this is an important case to a lot of people. This little girl, she had nobody pulling for her when she was alive. She had nobody. She had stood no chance.
Shannon, you don't know. And here's the thing: you don't know these people and who these people are.
No,
and that's what's sad. Nobody knew these people. Nobody knew these people. Before they came to YouTube, they were fucking evil motherfuckers. They were evil. I'm talking about evil. Those sex parties and shit that went up in that house that I know for a fact they did, they brought children up there. They had children involved in it, Shannon. Children was involved in it. Listen, when these people, when they found that house, it was shambles. It was a mess. It wasn't until they found Jesus when they got on YouTube because their asses had it because of what they done to their daughter. They destroyed their daughter. Okay, they destroyed their daughter. That's what's and that's what's sad about it all. They killed that girl. Okay, do you understand that? God fucking killed that girl. Yes, I fucking know.
Ernie, I'm saying, I think you misinterpreted that everybody wants this case resolved except for the people responsible. All right? That's what I'm saying. There are obviously a lot of theories on what happened, and there's a lot of people that know more than what they're saying. And my point is, if you would have listened, that kid didn't stand a chance from birth. She didn't stand a chance where she was and who she was with. Period.
Can I just remind you, Ernie? It's
Let
always
me, let me
good-
just say this.
it's
In my
always good to
opinion,
say
in my
in your-
opinion, and what I
Yeah,
know
that's
and what
all I wanna-
Candace told
That's all
me.
I want to say. Yeah, because
In my opinion and what I know and what Candace told me, and I'll say this in front of anybody, just like I have in front of law enforcement, just like
But
I
be
stood in front of
careful.
fucking Ronnie Lawson and said exactly to him, exact fucking words I said. And I don't mean to get mad about it, but it hurts me to know this shit. It hurts me
I
because
get
I know
it.
I did. I had that motherfucker. I knew what I was doing. Don Wells done that to Summer Wells to
Not
save his
usually quite
fucking
this
ass.
way.
That's
I
all I'm
get
gonna
it.
say.
Summer Wells.
I mean, yeah, that you've said that before. I get it. I'm not trying. Well, look, everybody ought to be mad about what happened to that kid. Everybody ought to be mad about every bad thing that happens to a kid that could be fixed and could, if somebody just pays attention. Everybody, I get mad about it as well.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this right here. Think about the only YouTube creator that Don Wells kept mentioning. Think about it. Why the hell did they say, oh, Predator Hunter Nation is the one that took Don Wells, joking around? Oh, and then she was like, Candace, when she was fucked up, messing up, stormed the Capitol. Who was in January 6th, people? I was, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Exactly. Why do you think Don and Candace feared the fuck out of me for? Why do you think they had to have all these handlers for? Anytime I get on a panel and try to talk to them and stuff, they drop off. They scared to fucking death because Don knows I'll stay right in front of his face. Don knows it. Don knows I know. Don knows that I had Candace. Don knows that Candace told me every fucking thing that happened. Everything. Those 2 days. In 2 days, I'll tell you. And her bawling her fucking eyes out. I know what fucking happened.
I remember that. I remember when she did that, and then she was going to back out of it, and then I remember that. I remember that. 2 days. I kept wondering, why are you waiting 2 days? Your kid's out there somewhere. What are you waiting 2 days for? But
do you think maybe we can't do Summer Wells because it's like so like I feel kind of funny about it because I don't like to put it in my stuff, you know.
I know.
I mean, it's all right a little bit or a couple questions, but now it's turning into like a rant. And I feel bad about that stuff, you know. No offense.
Yeah, just calm down, Ernie, because nobody's accusing you of anything.
Yeah, you can do a show, you know, if you want to do.
No, look, I don't want to do no more shows. I don't want to do no more shows. I know what it was over. I know what he did to that girl. I know what he said to me. I know what he said. You know where it's at. Nobody knows where it's at. Not even you, but I do. I know what goes on. I know what goes on in those Knoxville, Tennessee hotels. I know exactly where it fucking happens. I know where every fucking kid you pull around is.
I understand your opinions and you're sounding passionate about it, but it's like kind of makes me feel a little strange to like have the yelling about Summer Wells and stuff when so many people do that already.
I'm not yelling. It just hurts. You don't understand how bad that hurts me. How bad that does. I stood in front of that fucking sheriff when everybody else was calling him. I stood in front of him. Hawkins County told me to fucking leave the case. Hawkins County did that, not anything else. Why would they do that? And then 2 weeks later, what happened to his son? Think about it, people. It don't take fucking rocket science.
Well, I mean, I hope nobody on YouTube thought you ever had anything to do with this. That's ridiculous. You might not be a likable guy to 50% of the people on YouTube, but I don't think you're you're not that. You're not that. You're not that evil. You're not. So I get it that you get so angry because people have just looked in your face and told you that you did it. I get it. I get why you're upset. I really do.
There's more people that knows, like Candace says. Cher knows everything as well. When I had Cher on the panel, and I fucking cooked her with that one question, she couldn't answer it. She had to jump off real fast because I knocked her brains out with that question. Oh, he kicked me. I never kicked her, but I had her. And I knew I had her.
That went up to left her face here and went to Canada, right? With that guy. Is that Cher?
Yes.
Is that the one? Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, because I've been
I haven't seen her in a long time.
I haven't either. She got new teeth and then she left. So yeah, she was another opportunist. I don't even know how we got on
Meth
this.
smoking woman. Actually, wasn't she actually on meth for a while?
I
think she was a recovered meth. I have Ernie singing the meth smoking woman song.
Was the one done the song, right? She's a mash smoking woman in love with the copper stealing man. Woo-hoo.
Margaret, are you still here?
Yeah, I did that song. I could do a version of the song.
Margaret,
I think she. Wait, is she here?
where you go, Margaret?
Muted.
Get back up here. Margaret, come back. I love you. I love her. I'm like the president of her fan club. Well, can you agree, Ernie, that you and I have probably covered more ground in this live than ever before?
Yes, and I do appreciate you. Thank you for having that. You know that. Yeah.
Okay, I think we did pretty good.
I think this is. I think this breaks the record on us being nice to each other. I'll tell you.
Well, I mean, it probably will change by 9 o'clock tonight, but right
Might
now,
not last, but it's a moment.
Yeah,
I do appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah,
What
because
different than the other
well, the
day?
thing is, yelling at somebody and over and over and over doesn't work. Do you? I mean,
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not. It's not effective. And I'm old enough to know that, but not, smart enough to remember it half the time. So yeah, you get a whole lot more ground covered when you are not screaming and yelling and not willing to hear what the other person is saying. I'm sorry that you got upset, Ernie, and I
No. It's okay. It's okay.
It's not right.
Sarah, before Summer went missing.
Sure, sweet Melissa.
Do you remember the vision I told you and I told everybody about? Remember I said I was in a room and the kids and the shadows was pulling the kids into the darkness. Remember, and it come to the last little girl. Remember?
I just don't want to.
That was way before Summer went missing. That last little girl was Summer Wells.
Everybody that's in the Summer Wells is going to come over here and think this is what I do, and I don't.
But I told that. I even told that even before the Predator Hunter Nation stuff. Ever before that, before Summer even went missing. So yes, it is what it is on that. That's all I'm going to say about it. But I really don't want. That's why I don't want to go back into it, because I know how evil those people are. I know what they was doing 2 weeks before Summer went missing. I know what kind of sex parties they
Ernie,
had.
can you just have your own summer show and vent about it, please? I keep asking and it's not working. I'm asking you politely and it's not.
Okay, so that's the first time I heard you say that.
No, I've been trying like 5 times, but.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna say nothing else about it.
I think it's because I'm doing it too nicely, because that's
No, it just didn't register to me. I got into a zone, and that's just what happens.
All right,
we all do. But I'm gonna finish. I've got a lot of work to do. I got to finish up, but I do appreciate you all.
Got a question.
Thank you. Yeah,
Ernie,
go ahead.
did you see my latest parody of Gypsy?
No, I've not seen it, but I'll watch it.
I think I'm gonna put it on and end this because, I gotta cook some food. I just saw the time and I'm like, good God Almighty! I usually go on earlier for that matter. So how about this? I'll put my parody on and take us out with that, because it's give us something a little funnier to end with instead of this other.
Right. That's good. That's good. Shannon, I appreciate you. Thank you. I really do mean that from the heart.
It was nice talking to you. It was good. It's good.
It was good. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay, that's good.
What the hell is it? Now I lost it.
That's not my birds, people. I'm inside.
It's my birds this time. Well, now I gotta find it. Oh, that's my Grady Judd. Because I was gonna play that. I'm not gonna play that now. Just give me a second to stop.
If you haven't seen this, Ernie, it's pretty effing funny.
This is the one with the guy with the alligator and chase people. Oh, the parody. Let me go to my channel over here. Yeah. I dressed up like Gypsy because she dressed up like Kel, so I had to do one. I gave it a whirl. I was inspired by Shannon.
Thank you. I love it. I'm telling you, if more people did parodies,
I think I rather loved it. So here's the thing. Yeah. I've been getting a lot of costumes, so everything I get, costumes, goes to costumes.
There you are. That's why I go to the Goodwill, man. I'm like that stupid shirt I had on when I did her. I'm like, one, it's sleeveless. It's strapless, which I told him to stop doing. And then it was 80s rock bullshit. I have to buy this.
I ordered this purple thing off of Amazon because I was trying to get as close to the crocheted thing without being so revealing. But, it worked. Yeah. All right.
It did work.
Okay, I even sewed a little ruffle for the dog real quick.
When I feature the dog, I've figured out what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be pretty funny, but because I was looking for a dog, you know, I hate that damn dog. So,
Kelly, thank you. Look, I got money for my
there you
Costa.
go.
Woo! Thank you so much. Okay, all right. I'm gonna yell at Ken, so we gotta listen. Ready?
This is so great.
Don't you look at my dog. I just wanted to love you more. Don't touch my dog, Ken. Try to make it love you more than me. My dog. Don't you look at my dog. Shut up, Ken.
Sorry.
Shut up.
I hate that fucking dog, Mr. Nobody.
I got crooked nipples.
That's okay, so does she.
Well, I made my
The funny part. Well, the funny part is that you use the same words that she uses.
Yeah, I did it on the
That's
fly
what makes
too.
it funny. Always, you got to use their word. I mean, you can play it a little bit, but when you use their actual words, it's even better. And right with the nipples are uneven.
Those are my balloons. Where's my biscuit? Can't you get me a biscuit? Oh, there's tigers in this too. I forgot. Cleaning up the streets of Winston-Salem, North Kakalaki. Put your teeth in your mouth, kills bills.
Oh my God.
Way to go, Sarah the martyr. You're just a martyr, Sarah. My gummy's kicking in. My gummy's kicking in. Sarah's mom didn't love her. Sarah's mom didn't love her. Hey, isn't that so funny, Ken? Baldwin Properties. Thank you, Kels. That's how you clean up the streets. Narcissist. Covert narcissist. You're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. You're all narcissists. Narcissist. There you go, Ernie. I took my Black Panther down. I'm no longer affiliated with the Tigers. No longer affiliated with the Tigers. Camel toe. Shut up, cat. Camel toe. Go put your teeth in your mouth, Shannon. Tacos. I wanted fried chicken for dinner. Where's my bucket of chicken, Ken? Narcissist. See, he's a narcissist. He didn't get me chicken. He got me tacos. Did I say I wanted tacos? He's just a narcissist. A covert narcissist. At least Bella loves me. Right, Bella? Nobody's allowed to touch my dog? Because you're all just trying to make it fall in love with you. And she only loves me because I control the animal's feelings too. Animals and people. I'm also a witch. Ken, have you seen my voodoo doll? Have you seen my voodoo doll? Kels is starting her shit again. I've left the troll community. You're trolls. I don't want any trolls in my chat. There's no longer any trolls in my chat. No trolls. I'm done with the troll community. You're a troll. Yes, part 2. Also, I have 15 accounts. You'll never get rid of me. Thank you, Kels. I'm going to be here forever. $1 to holla. Hey, Ken, we can do better than Baldwin Properties. That's how you manage a property. What are you getting me for dinner, Ken? When can we stop? Can you get me a drink? Can you open the window? It's too hot in here. My hair's blowing around. Ken, you're messing up my hair. It's all your fault. Covert narcissist. Thank you, Sally. I don't know why I did that. Yes, I'm approaching 60s, and I took a heavily filtered AI picture of myself, and I put it next to Sarah, because obviously I'm so much better than her, because it's such a contest, and I'm like totally like a high school mentality. So I wanted to show you that just because she cammed up, I could put my picture next to hers, and I am so much better with my filtered picture. Everybody should love me more, not her. Okay? Buy my memberships. $1.99. Buy a membership to Gypsy Soul. I am trying to find my tribe. I want out of this troll community. Look, Ken. Look, Ken. That dog just shit in front of our house. Again. I'm calling Baldwin Properties. I gotta go back over there and stop it. Oh. Did I stop it? Oh, what did she say? Oh, here we go. Hey.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, I don't know why I pulled the hair. Wait, are you making fun of my dollar, Mags? Are you making fun of me for getting $1? I got $1 to holler. Come on now. I like $1.
I sent 2 before that, and then
See, Maggie, that's what I'm talking about. You said people are evil
the
and
reason
mean. Oh, look at you making fun of my dollar, bro.
there's an inside joke with that about the dollar, because where she was playing Gypsy, she gets the senior discount and she can get a coffee for $1.
Yeah. Where did it go?
Is Shannon's not up here now, is she?
I think she either fell off again or she just had to go do something.
Well, I couldn't, I was in the chat, and of course which I told you that something came up and I had to run out real quick. But
yeah.
I was listening the whole time, and then I'd been asking my mom all day about giving her a shower, and then as soon as I got back, she that's when she wanted it, so I had to give her a shower before I could come up. So, but she didn't want it earlier. So,
you know what?
Hey, redheaded storm here.
Wait a minute. Sarah, you're inciting hatred towards the mentally ill protected. What are you talking about? You have no clue. You're making, what assumption are you talking about that I'm making? What are you talking about? Can you please explain? Because I've been fucking tormented for 2 years. If you're trying to say that person, there's all kinds of shit that's happened to me that you clearly don't know about. Okay? This is a parody. I get to answer back and defend myself once in a while, and this was meant to be humorous. Of course, you wouldn't see a humorous. Are you talking about her? Clearly, you're not watching her and what she does to me and mentioning me every fucking day.
As and everybody else.
You got some nerve. You clearly don't watch her show and what she's done to me, what she's done to Kels, what she's done to others, because I sure as hell don't do that. You call this inciting hate? Do you have a sense of humor? No, I don't think she's kidding.
I don't think she is.
Thank you for the $5 super chat towards the Duncan Fund. My dog's having surgery Wednesday. I'm kind of scared because I don't like when they have the anesthesia when they're
Is
healing.
she the
Maggie, I'm always so nice to you. I don't understand. I really don't.
Oh, Maggie Mags, you were the one making fun of the dollar. Um, again, like I said, Sarah knew what I meant by that dollar and saying buy coffee, and you
I got other dollars from people too. Like, why would you make fun of people donating to me?
right, and Gypsy does the worst.
Have you seen what she's done to us? Clearly not. You clearly don't
Right.
watch, and if you don't, and you're just ignorant of it, I understand. I can actually understand that, but you don't even let people explain before you attack them.
And we're not asking you to ridicule. We're not asking you to ridicule her. We're not asking anybody to do that. But when she does fucked up shit to us, and she talks about a dead man, and she tells the boss that her cancer is her karma, and says the worst and the worst and the worst of people, and docks Sarah's family, docks my family. So fuck off with that shit, Maggie Mags.
And again, I'll understand if you're just ignorant and don't know this stuff. I'll give you that chance where most people wouldn't, because maybe you clearly haven't seen what she's done. But I am always so forgiving and open to her, and I've given her so many chances. And there's things I won't attack about her. There's insecurities I won't attack. There's protected secret things she's told me that I won't let out still. I just want peace with her. I think she could be funny, and I've said that so many times, but I don't think you've watched. Maybe you just don't know. So I'm giving you that chance that maybe you just don't know. Okay? Maybe she just doesn't know. I'll have to leave it at that, because maybe if she knew. I think you just have a bias towards us because of Ernie, which I actually let him up here and let him talk quite often. And if he comes up here, he must be comfortable because he takes the link.
Right.
You have to be more open to other people's opinions, man, because I'm open to yours. Jeez.
Yes, redheaded storm. She said that the boss was getting that cancer was her karma, and she talked about VDAC, that about him dying of cancer. That she laughed about it, and she said that
I am redheaded storm. I think she just doesn't know, so I'm giving her that chance because maybe she doesn't know.
There's just all kinds of stuff. Which
maybe you don't have a sense of humor because you haven't seen. Maybe you just haven't seen all the things. All the things that I just parodied is stuff that she says. I even talked about my own damn self. That's supposed to be funny. It's me talking about me.
That's what parodies are about. Entertainment purposes only, and we all can do what we want to do. I mean,
I bet if Ernie did a parody, you would think it's funny. That's the thing. I think you're I think you're not open to other people's viewpoints, which is okay. I can understand that because I'm very open to other people's viewpoints. Actually, it's kind of like a strength of mine. Actually, I'd have to say. But
and if
you've done nothing but negative here, but I let you still talk in here. You have the freedom in this chat, do you not?
And
she wants to be nice. People might get along with you. You know,
right? She wants to make fun. She wants to make fun of the dollar, but and the $2. Well, at least she's getting super chats. Ernie's not getting any. You all don't even send him $1, and and when he was getting super chats, I've seen people send him $1, and I've seen people send him $2. So, are you going to make fun of Ernie too?
It's not a contest, and I mean.
Right.
I got other super chats. I got another one from Sister Cat. I mean, do I have to read them all? That makes me feel funny.
Right, $1's $1, and they add up, and it's
maybe it's because it was you. I don't know. Maybe it's because it was your dollar.
Here's the thing. It's the thoughts behind it, not the amount.
You try.
It's just like
she must try very hard to be angry. I don't understand.
It's just like a Christmas. It's just like a Christmas present. It's the thought behind it and not the amount of it.
It's okay because it's him, crybaby. I think that's what I'm trying. I try to understand her viewpoint, but I just don't think she tries to understand ours.
But ain't that how you feel, Sarah? It's the thought behind something and not the amount.
I appreciate the $1 and the $2. It's $1 a hauler. We were joking because of Ernie. Get it? If you give me $1, it'll make me holler. If you give me $2, it's good for you. If you give me $3,
it'll be about you.
Be full of glee. If you give me $4, then why not more? You know how he does that? That's what that was about. Man, but I'm probably one of the most nicest people there because I'm always joking and I don't know, it's weird.
It's the thought. Like I said, it's the thought that counts. And you're the only one that seems to have a problem with it, Maggie. And that's sad.
You didn't even like my tiger part? Jeez, I thought you'd like the part with the tigers. Well, then again, I threw them on the floor, but still.
Well, it's because Gypsy said she was done with the tigers, and
Yeah, she said that the other day. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's another. It's the one viewpoint, one-sided, I guess. I'm trying to open her mind up by telling these things. I try to do it in a gentle way, and I
Kiss
have a
Cassie, you're
special
probably right.
appreciation for my elders. But
Kiss Cassie, you're probably right, honey. You are probably right.
well, Ernie's not here. Maybe if he left before it was done, so we can't tell if he even seen my parody.
Super
He didn't
Soldier.
even stay to watch my damn parody.
Super Soldier says, if you give me 5, I'll go live.
That's it. Thank you. Now I have another line. Yeah.
Can I pimp it? Can I pimp out something?
Go ahead, pimp it out.
Well, I knew you would tell me that because you told me.
Pimp out whatever you like.
I'm going to be going live later, which of course Sarah already knew it, and so y'all be watching out for that. Me and Lori's gonna do another live. Lori 33.
Okay.
Which you already knew that.
What time? Or you just don't know yet?
I'm trying to shoot for 8:30, but it might be closer to 9 because oh, look there, Tracy coming in with another $1.
Oh shoot!
Thank you, Tracy.
Maggie, look. You don't like my picture?
Let's see. Now she adds that to that other $1 and that I gave her, and the other $2 I gave her. Now she has $4. Now she has $4. Yeah, woo-hoo.
I love my $1.
Yeah, they add up, you know. And like Ernie says, if everybody in the chat gives $1, then I'll have blah 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 amount.
I didn't even know she was still here.
Ernie, yeah. See, Ernie asked for a damn.
I might send 3.
Yeah. Ernie asks for dollars all the time, so go tell him that it's weeks. You know that he's, shouldn't get excited over $1. I bet
Where
you won't.
Where are you at now to count my dollars?
When he goes scroll back and count Sarah's fucking nickels. I bet you won't say nothing to him when somebody sends him $1 super chat if he does get one. So, but Maggie, I want to see if you call him out when he gets excited over $1 and says thank you. That's the whole point.
That's
You're supposed
a good point. If he gets $2, let's see if we'll get the same reaction if it's his chat. Oops, I just kicked. Hey, look, I got another $1. Woo! Thank you, Saturday night. Thank you for my $1. Oh shit! Tracy's coming hot with 20. Fuck it, here you go. Yeah. Where are you at, Maggie? Did you leave?
There's some more nickels to count, honey.
Aren't you gonna count my 20? Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. She's not here. She left.
Oh, I'm sure. And you know she's still in the bushes. She's still in the bushes listening. She's got to get all her intel for her for her Ernie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out. Girl, look at that body.
Holla to holla, Maggie. Sorry, I had to do that.
Okay, that would be. Wait a minute, let me unmute. No, I was already unmuted. Okay, that's gonna Sally, Lori 33, the one that's been going on with me here lately. Well, of course, anybody can come up. D-Boss may come up.
Why not,
Sarah,
Tracy? I already got a corporate.
Of course, Sarah always pops in and out, because she's got the keys to the back door. I gave her keys to my house, so she wouldn't even have to knock. So
I drop stuff in sometimes.
Yeah, and she comes.
Thank you, Maggie.
Sarah's one of those guests that you just can trust with your house, and so you just give her the keys to it, and she can just walk in. She can even go in my house when I'm not even there.
True. Yeah, sometimes
So,
I drop surprises.
yeah, she's been known to put surprises in there for me, and then I find them when I go live, and then I'll give her ideas, and then bam, they'll be there.
Glad I could be of assistance, Tracy. I wasn't sure you were here still. I'm just glad you saw the parody because I thought you might. You know who I want to see it is Debbie. She always loves them, but I haven't seen her and I don't know how to tag her.
Who's that, honey?
Debbie Nielsen.
Oh yeah, she was in my chat last night.
Oh, so she did see it?
She was in my chat.
Okay, yeah,
she was
you
in my
played it. Okay, I must have just forgot.
Yeah, she was in the chat last night, and thank you, Crybaby. She will get at yours next. What do you mean by that? She will get at yours next.
Thank you for the $, Chicken Lady. Thank you so much.
Now, Sarah, you got $1 to send me when I go live.
We're gonna get accused of money laundering, Kels.
I know, right? That shit cracks me up. I don't know that she'll come into mine, Crybaby, and of course everybody is welcome in my chat, and I've got some a few things to address again, and then
okay.
And then of course get into my live. But
I
I've
hope
got a few.
everything's good. I hope everything's fine.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, you know. But yeah.
Well, I guess she left. I mean, I guess I better go and get some stuff done since this went over a little bit later than I thought.
All right. Well, Sally, stay awake for mine, love. I you know, I love seeing you in my chat.
See you later, Megs.
Yeah. I like that, sweet Melissa. We should stand on the corner and have signs that say "Need money for our content creators."
Hey, but maybe I'm kind of in a way helping, because whoever sees my video, I spelt gypsy a different way on purpose. Sea, like by the sea, because I'm by the ocean. Because I didn't think she would want me to put her real name. However, it could potentially drive traffic to her channel at the same time. So maybe maybe Maggie will become a member because of my video. You know, you never know. Things have a funny way of working out like that. You know.
Right. But Maggie Max, if you want to come into my chat, I talk really, really, really good about Gypsy, and you might like that.
We're both different. We both have different styles. That's for sure. And if Gypsy would like me to change it and put her real spelling to drive traffic, I'm okay with that too. I just didn't want to offend her that way. It's up to her if she wants me to put it Y instead of the C, and it helps her, then that's fine too. It's up to her.
Mindy Jr., is he live? So she went in there. She went into Ghost to complain.
Oh my lord! Oh, he's live. Yeah. I didn't know. Well, I'm gonna go to. Or you mean earlier?
Oh, I don't know.
Charlie.
She just said that he went into Ghost to complain. So I don't know. I don't know if he's live or not. Hey, Charlie.
It could have been before too. You never know. I didn't know.
Right.
I think when I did this, I was like, should I go on live? I think everyone's live, but whatever, it happened. You know, I just couldn't decide if I should do yard work or do a live. So it just, you know, sometimes I just.
So apparently he is live. Apparently he is live now. Minnie Jr. said now, so she's went over there to complain.
That's good. Some of y'all can watch that if you like, and I'm gonna be
okay.
I guess I'm gonna go find food here.
And again, I apologize, you know, because we had it planned for me to come up, but you know, it came up.
I never care. I always wing it. You know what I mean? Whatever happens. It's no pressure. It doesn't matter. It's okay. We all have shit going on.
Well, that's why I texted you that. I know, but that's why I texted you because the last minute thing came up and I had to run out after my husband got home.
Never feel bad about whatever happens here. Don't matter to me. For anyone, you know, no pressure. There is no pressure here.
I know, but you know, I always support you.
I do that too, but it's all good. You know?
I didn't expect on having to go out, you know.
Yeah. I
All right.
want no pressure
Well,
for anybody coming up ever because I have co-host PTSD. Remember I told you that?
I know, love. But all right, well, I'm gonna drop down so you can end, and I know. Let me ask this. I know in your last live towards the
Wait.
end, and you was ending it, and
Yeah.
somebody and you was playing your niece's singing, and you said that she's on uh apps, to hear her
Mhm.
songs.
Mhm.
They were wanting to know what her name was so they could look her up to listen to her music.
I didn't want to really put it out here. There's been a
Okay,
couple people I've told that bought her album and stuff, but I just feel funny about the way
that's
people
fine.
act on here. I don't know if I
Uh,
can do that. You know what I mean? It
oh
sucks that
no,
we have. It sucks that it's like that here, but there's a couple people that behind the scenes bought the thing, and I
okay,
appreciate that.
yeah.
I
Well,
mean, you know
text
why?
it.
Because she's just a kid. That album's from when she was in high school, and I don't wouldn't want anyone to bug a young child.
Right, no, then don't put it out here. Um, Maybe the person I can't remember who it was that asked. Maybe it was Sarah behind the scene, and they
It's right on the screen. It's at the top of my screen. Is it visible? Can you see it? It's right here. Because my dog's having surgery on Wednesday. Thank you for mentioning that, Biz. It's going to be 900 smackaroos, but shit happens. My dog has a very large growth on his face, and I'm very worried it's growing rapidly, and they're going to cut that off, and then they're going to do some mouth surgery too to his teeth. So once he's already knocked out for the tumor thing on his face, then they're going to they'll cut it off and do stitches. The vet said he usually doesn't do them when they're that big, but it has to come off because it won't stop growing. It's growing very rapidly. I'm pretty worried, actually. It
yeah,
it looked like a wart at first. I've shown you the pictures, and it's
yes,
even bigger since the last picture I sent you. Again,
even from that was like 2 days ago. You sent me
it
that picture.
it is it's already grown some. It's very
Bless
frightening.
his heart.
It looks
Oh
like
my
a
God.
brain. It looks like a
Okay,
brain on his eyeball. It's gross.
Fish Crank, Crybaby put it in the chat.
It's all right. It's no pressure, anyone. No, we all got eggs to buy that cost them. I'm just joking, but if you do, I appreciate it. It goes to that running this thing, the costumes, and all of it. All of it helps.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
pressure ever. Nobody has to feel like they can't. If you can't, but if you do, I do appreciate it.
Even if it is just $1.
Yeah, I like $1. You know what I mean?
Right, because like I said, they add up. But all right, I'm gonna jump down, love, and again, I know you ain't gonna accept it, but I apologize for
Thank you,
not
Thank you, Charlie.
getting up here earlier, honey.
No problem at all. I'll see you later, in and out.
All right, yeah, like I said, just be looking out for my life. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do 9 or 9:30, kind of, like last time. Maybe a little bit earlier, but it should definitely be about 9 or 9:30.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm cooking now, so
yeah, that's what I gotta do.
Thanks for having me up. Bye, hun.
Pop it in. See you later.
See you. Bye, everybody in the chat.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Yes, thank you.
You're
Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming up. Thank you for the that I got. Thank you for the dollars, the $2, all the dollars to make me very much holler. I appreciate that. And I guess we will maybe run into each other. What does that say? We will run into each other maybe perhaps on the YouTube streets. I don't know if I want to play chicken hairspray. Should I do chicken hairspray? No, I'll do the short one. I got to get my butt going here. I will play something happy. We need happy music for this chat. We need something calming, and soothing. Now my freaking neighbors got the freaking weed whacker out, so I'm gonna mute. I'll play my niece's little bit of music sample, and y'all have a good day. Thank you again. Thank you.
Let's turn it this way a little, maybe. I got the pedal. Okay. It's fine. It's cool. You can say that we're nothing but to know the truth, and I guess I'm the fool with her arms out like an angel through the feeling. You could say it's just the way you are. Make another excuse, another stupid reason. Good luck, babe. Well, good luck, babe. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, babe. Oh, good luck, babe. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Now that I'm moving from the country, leaving this big city, oh, I'm finally moving on, moving out of Tennessee. Guess I'll be a little better and write a little letter to myself. Now that I'm driving down a back road, the one I always sped right past, I'm sitting on a back porch, slowing down and thinking back. Oh, and I can't help but wonder if you were really the one all along. And I'm doing what I said I'd never do, writing a country song. Oh, writing a country song.
Okay, some of you is still here, so I will play one more song. Fried chicken hairspray. Fried chicken. Fried chicken hairspray. Yeah, we gon' fried chicken hairspray. You hear me? Fried chicken. Everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers. Yeah, everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers. Yeah, everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers. Yeah, everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers.
I got a pan, I got a plan. I'ma fry this chicken in my hand. I got some hot grease and a whole chicken. Go wash your hands, cause you gon' be licking them. Big old thing of fried, spice all on them. My fried chicken gon' take you over. Everybody want a piece of my chicken. Peaches got that fresh hot ghetto fried chicken.
Everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers. Yeah, everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers. Yeah, everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers. Yeah, everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers. Yeah.
Now where my hot sauce? I don't want no ketchup, just one big juicy jalapeno pepper. White meat, dog meat, it don't even matter. Hanging with peaches gon' make you fatter. I'ma warn you now, baby, here's the deal. One piece of my chicken, you gon' call Dr. Phil. It's finger licking, it's real sticky. Y'all know you want a piece of my chicken.
Everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers. Yeah, everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers. Yeah, everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers. Yeah, everybody want a piece of my chicken, so they fried chicken fingers. Yeah, fry that chicken, fry that chicken. And fry that chicken. Goodbye.